Well, I'm not gonna say it. Are you guys gonna say it?
Say what? Oh, starting the
thing.
stream.
There we go. Okay, who's on the next one? Oh.
Not this guy.
Is that...
Wait, isn't this...
Ties.
That's not her, is it? Is that the Frigga? What's her name? Miriam Frigga? Is that her?
I know, I think that is her. Or like, at least maybe related to her.
Maybe. I remember her having... I don't think there was a sprite where she looked this docile. I remember her being a lot more...
She's not
a
near like
certain
that.
B word than that.
A certain B word.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Sure. Okay.
Baby.
Oh, what? Up until now, we've been following the story of TYRION Cuthbert.
Oh no.
Oh.
We've experienced the world through his eyes, and fought for justice through his soul. But this time, why don't we start from the perspective of another?
Please don't be Ruby tomorrow.
It's always the
shit.
fourth chapter.
It is.
Fourth chapter is when they decide to
It was the
split
fourth
things up.
one in one game.
Fucking goddamn it!
Okay.
Ah!
This is gonna end with a beheading. Oh wait, no, she got
Oh.
she got hanged, not beheaded. Sorry, different execution.
believe-
Oh no.
You're gonna drink poison halfway through. Someone's gonna
Damn
drink poison for themselves.
I have my food ready too.
Now you gotta be the main. Here you go.
I can't believe Cuthbert read the client's mind without asking. It's starting to become a problem. He's becoming more and more reckless with each passing year. I wish Frey was
Oh.
still alive. She would know what to do.
Okay, no, she's already dead.
Oh.
I think this is like what she was doing in like chapter 2. She made it look so effortless, and he loved her. Would he listen to her if she was still here?
Oh,
Oh, it is a
it is a
Freyga.
Frigga, but it's not that Frigga.
But it's not.
Beat rice. Beat rice Frigga. Hello, Tony on a table. Fuck! Toby on a table.
Tony on a table.
Toby
get off the table.
Sorry.
Tony on a table.
Tony on a table.
I support being on the table.
Oh,
The
how are
table
you gonna be on
supports
the
you
table?
if you were on the table.
Yeah.
So stupid. Sorry. Tina, do you want to take Miss Frigga?
Got a
Again?
voice, Tina.
Yeah, you know what?
She's
No,
the
why
entire
not?
Frigga line.
Okay. Wait, I'm thinking about what voice to give her.
You use the voice you've been saving this whole time.
No, not the voice I've been saving. It doesn't look like. Doesn't sound.
That
okay.
didn't stop them from
That
using bots.
voice? No. Okay, you know what?
Wait. Out of curiosity, what voices are the three of you saving?
I'm
haven't
actually
decided.
not sure anymore.
Okay. So there's this if y'all are familiar with Starkid, it's specifically Lauren Lopez as
Draco.
that
Draco.
elf in Black
Oh.
Friday. As a Christmas elf
hey.
in Black Friday.
I remember
yeah.
watching that. It's a musical. It's online musical.
Yeah.
What, Draco? Okay.
No, I'm saving that for I'm gonna save that for something else. She's too pretty for that.
She's
Oh,
too.
Percy Williams, welcome
You
to
calling
the
Lauren
album.
Lopez not pretty?
No, it's
They were
just
all
because it's the Christmas elf. Why the Christmas elf? She sounds like a cursed goblin child. You know, I don't know.
Have you
Beauty
heard
can
of
be found in
Marvelous-
curves.
Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum, Percy? That's my favorite. Carry on.
Okay. Is something the matter, Tamora?
No, I was just thinking about something.
Well, the trial is about to begin. I don't doubt your abilities, but I'd still appreciate it if you remained focused. All of our futures are at stake after all.
Of course, Miss Freyga. A freelancer?
Hello, Percy Williams. What is your favorite
Hello.
album? Like,
Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum.
oh, of course.
Depends on what my hyperfixation is for that day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beatrice
sorry,
takes in a deep breath before.
Actually, no. yeah. Sorry. Since Tyrion,
It is me.
since I read the inner voices, you take the. Yeah.
Oh! Before she claps her hands together. What's wrong?
First time Noelle's been the protagonist.
Nothing. It's just the ritual that I use to calm myself.
Right, I'd almost forgotten about that. But more importantly,
Oh.
what are you doing here? What is this bitch doing here?
What is he doing here? Okay. My father sent me to guide Beatrice through the courthouse. It's a new environment for her, and we were both worried about her condition.
Still can't believe you were the boss's daughter the entire time. Why didn't you say anything at the academy?
Oh? Knowing my true identity would have caused friction with your son, wouldn't it?
He's not my... Anyways, I suppose I understand why you stayed quiet. But I still don't appreciate being kept in the dark about this.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh! Rare Cuthbert!
Crossover.
Rare Cuthbert! You spot Cuthbert and McCoy walking into the courtroom with the other members of the gallery. McCoy spots you and gives you a friendly but yet awkward smile. However, Cuthbert ignores you entirely and walks silently into the courtroom.
They
Bitch!
just didn't want to make a sprite.
Oh my god.
That's why.
They didn't want to make this right!
It's too lazy.
Jesus.
Parental troubles?
We had an argument earlier. It's nothing to worry about.
If you say so.
You are wary of what he saw in Beatrice's mind, though. He's always been a good kid, but his idealistic sense of justice clouds his judgment sometimes. You just hope he's not planning to do anything reckless.
3 Tinas.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oops, Altina.
The trial is about to begin. Do you really have the time to be making small talk here?
Prosecutor Steelwind approaches the three of you, but she appears to be accompanied by someone else. Nightgrave, is that you? What are you doing here?
Oh,
Well,
He's accompanying me as my aide for this case.
I see. So I assume you'll be prosecuting.
Of course. I would never pass up the opportunity to face the infamous Ruby Tamara.
Really? If I recall correctly, you haven't beaten Tyrion once so far.
Percy's favorite album is Plastic Beach by Gorillaz. Oh, that is a really good one. That might be my favorite Gorillaz album. I don't know if it's my favorite album, period, but it's my favorite Gorillaz album.
Miss Steelwind, don't strain yourself.
am I on that album? I don't think I am.
Oh? What's that look for, Beatrice? You almost look surprised to see me here. Considering the circumstances, I thought you might recuse yourself. I am more than capable of being objective. Especially for a case of this much importance. Well, I hope your mind is as strong as you think it is.
Ouch.
Miss Steelwind, calm down.
Jesus.
Oh, I love a good reunion.
Oh shit, it's like this.
What's going on?
Court is now in session for the trial of Beatrice Frege. Mrs. Steelwind, is the prosecution ready?
He doesn't sound like Borat anymore. He sounds like some vaguely European.
The vaguely European.
Very
I love
nice.
something like that.
It's my favorite genre of music. Vaguely European.
Vaguely European.
Yes, you have vaguely American and vaguely European and then vaguely Asian.
Just like the UK, you know? Just like Britain. You know, because did Brexit actually push through?
Yeah.
Because
it did.
okay, yeah, if it did, then they're vaguely European. They're not European, but they're vaguely European.
Mrs. Steelwind.
No, oh, of course. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Something seems off about her today. I'm sorry, I forgot. Is her personal attachment to this case distracting her?
Very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, could you help please list the charges?
Your Honor, the defendant is charged with first-degree murder and grand theft. As many of you know, Beatrice Frege is the formerly missing daughter of the now late William Frege. And the victim of the murder is William Frege himself.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's not.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. The people of Wavengard will certainly mourn the loss of Faust Frege's head.
Please. The only people mourning of him are the banking house's shareholders.
But anyways, did you also say that the defendant is accused of a grand theft?
The crimes took place during the Lord's Ball, an event that was hosted in the Frege Manor yesterday evening. The Haraldson Hall of History had a gallery display within the manor. They were showcasing several magical artifacts donated by the Wavengard Historical Society. One of these items was the Sword of Spell Eating, a magical artifact that allows its wielder to nullify magical effects. Aww, we could have actually allowed people to eat spells, man.
Oh.
Yum.
This would solve world hunger.
Yeah, it could. We, the prosecution, believe that the defendant stole this item. She then used it to nullify the magical lock on the victim's study. After breaking into the study, she attacked the victim and slashed his throat open using a letter opener. He died of blood loss shortly after.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh, that reminds me of that one episode in Breaking Bad.
I love how he gets like a thing, except that not Justin Way.
Not just in way.
Yeah.
It's called elitism. And
Oh, isn't that what
He
this?
can afford
Isn't that what
Sprite.
this
No
game
one
is
else
trying to
can.
critique? Jeez.
Really, what?
I don't know.
I
Elitism,
think that's
'cause,
been
like,
obvious from the beginning.
yeah. I see. But what a possible motive would the defendant have to murder her own father?
William Frege and his daughter were not close. Saying that they had a strained relationship would be an understatement. In fact, 5 years prior to the murder, Beatrice abandoned and fled her home. She went into hiding and did not contact any of her friends or family. Her whereabouts were unknown until she suddenly contacted her father a week before.
My client left the Frege household because of her toxic relationship with her father. She wanted to create a life for herself that was free from his influence and abuse.
I won't disagree with your claims, but that just highlights how desperate the defendant must have been. She had clearly fallen on hard times and begrudgingly contacted her father for financial aid. Can't possibly understand why they would schedule this meeting during the Lord's Ball. But nevertheless, several witnesses did see her that night. And these same witnesses saw her storming out of her father's study in anger. Her father must have refused her request for gold, so she decided to murder him to claim his inheritance. Luckily, we prepared for this in advance.
Yes, they're playing right into her hands.
Ooh.
What you're saying is all conjecture, Steelwind. You don't have any evidence or testimony that confirms what they spoke about.
Yes, I'm well aware that you and your client have refused to tell us what was discussed during that meeting. But as long as you both stay silent, my claims are plausible.
Be honest, Steelwind. Do you seriously think that my client committed these crimes in spite of her condition?
Coronation? What do you mean by that, Miss Timora?
There it is.
Why don't you tell him, Steelwind?
I unfortunately can't make that reference.
Oh.
What reference? What are you talking about?
No, that one scene where he talks about a certain condition, and he's like la 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 la. You want
Yeah. Oh yeah.
my brother? Sorry.
And then he get this.
High five.
Oh my god.
Tell the court about my client's disability.
Your Honor, Beatrice Frege is considered legally disabled, but however,
legally disabled. That's a convenient way of putting it, Steelwind. My client isn't just legally disabled. She's completely blind.
Oh.
Damn! Wow, I didn't know that. I could not tell.
What? Completely blind? Isn't this true?
We have several medical documents and testimony from the several Shurigans. What? What? And stating this fact, my client is unable to see anything.
Actually, what was that word?
What is that?
Chirurgans. Wait, how is that pronounced?
Oh, I've never seen this word.
Chirogens? Maybe?
Yeah, it is Chirogen.
Chirogens.
What is a chirogen?
It's an archaic term for a surgeon.
What?
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that's a real word.
Interesting.
He really broke the books for that word.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Steelwind? Do you expect me to believe that a blind woman performed any of acts you are accusing her of?
I'm glad you also see how ridiculous these claims are, Your Honor.
If the court would just let me elaborate.
Steelwind, the prosecution's first charge is grand theft. My client would have to needed to break into a magically secured display case. Performing such an act would be a difficult task for anyone, much less my client.
Maybe she's not completely blind and she can only see in one color.
It's rare for like people to be completely blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can at least see like a little bit of light. You know? It's not like black.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Oops.
And the second charge is first degree murder. My client would have needed the sword of spell eating on the lock leading to the victim's study. Then, she would have to needed to grab a letter opener, overpower the victim, and deliver a precise and fatal blow to the victim's neck. Does any of that sound like a reasonable theory, Your Honor?
I'm compelled to agree with you, Miss Timora. It all sounds quite ludicrous, to be perfectly honest.
This is just awful!
Let's do it. They're just attacking Vegas now. This is serious.
Enough!
What if we had everything in our game be modern, but we also used the word chirogen for funsies? Chirogen. It's so hard.
Such an insane word.
I know.
Your Honor, the court has not seen the evidence that supports this case. Nor have you listened to the Inquisition's testimony regarding their investigation. Until you have done so, you are in no position to pass judgment.
Very well, Mrs. Steelwind. I suppose you have a point.
Guess the young lady has some claws after all. But it doesn't matter. Their case against Beatrice is questionable at best. Frankly, it's surprising that Steelwind even went through with this. It's only a matter of time before the judge sees things your way.
To begin, the prosecution would like to call Commander Orem White to the stand. Commander White, please testify to the court about the Inquisition's findings.
Right. We didn't want to cause panic after the sword was stolen, so we activated the manor's silent security system. It was an anti-magic field over the entire manor. We did a search of the house and we found the stolen sword in the defendant's bedroom. It didn't look like she was going to run, and Countess Anster told us to stand down. We did just keep a close eye on her. William Frege was in a bad mood that night, so he'd already locked himself inside his study. But an hour later, we entered the study and found him lying dead in a pool of blood. The lock was still engaged and no one teleported in. The perp must have temporarily disabled the lock using the sword of spell eating. We have testimonies that say the defendant was seriously in debt. She must have murdered the victim to get part of his inheritance.
Their case against Beatrice is as you predicted. And you already have a countermeasure to disprove the existence of any motive. All you have to do is present that to the court. Oh.
So there's no need to press, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think it's the inheritance.
Probably.
Yeah.
Which one is it? This one?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't inherit anything.
Objection!
Ooh! Your Honor, the prosecution's case against my client is riddled with holes. And the prosecution's proposed motive is the largest among them.
Percy's got a cat on their lap.
I want a cat on my lap.
What do you mean, Miss Timora? Of all the elements in the case, the moment is the most believable. Your client would have had much to gain to her father's inheritance.
That may be, but that's assuming my client had anything to inherit at all.
What?
Your Honor, my client fled from her psychologically abusive father 5 years ago. How do you think he would have reacted to that? Lord Frege was a petty and vindictive man. Do you honestly think that he'd leave his inheritance to someone who disobeyed him so egregiously? No, he'd do everything in his power to make sure that she didn't see a shred of his wealth.
Yes, we're already well aware of this.
Oh, the moment she slaps her cane down, you notice the prosecutor wince a little. Whoops! But she quickly hides it and regains her composure.
On the night of the murder, the victim made the decision to disinherit the defendant. However, his murder deprived him of the opportunity to submit his will to his attorney. This only further proves the defendant's motive. She would have needed to act quickly, lest her father submitted the changed will.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, Steelwind. William Frege didn't disinherit my client that night. He disinherited my client 5 years ago. I have witnessed testimony from Miriam Frege, William's youngest daughter. By her own admission, her father disinherited my client shortly after she left the household.
What? She never brought that up during questioning.
Perhaps she's not as amicable to you as you thought. If you don't believe me, why don't we call her to the stand and ask her ourselves?
What are you planning, Miss Timora?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, it's clear you won't get anywhere until we hear from Miriam directly. Bailiff, please escort Miriam Frege to the stand.
Oops, Altino.
Oh, man. Now, I'm a prosecutor, a witness, and a defendant all at the same time.
And you're the main antagonist.
And now you're the judge.
Oh my God.
You're the judge.
Women! You can't live with them, you can't live without them! Anyway, Miriam, is the defense correct? Did your father disinherit Beatrice 5 years ago? Yes? And you didn't think it was necessary to share this information with me? Well, you never asked! If I recall correctly, you were also tight-lipped during the questioning this morning. Are you staying quiet for your sister's sake?
The witness just lost her father. You can hardly expect her to recall every detail that's relevant to the case.
Which raises a more concerning question. How did you extract this information?
Who knows? Maybe I just have a way with people.
Damn.
She can say that, but when Tyrion says that, everyone's like, ooh, no you didn't.
Regardless, I suppose you have a point. I'll give the witness the benefit of the doubt, for now. In any case, Miriam, please testify to the court about how you found out about Beatrice's disinheritance. Yes, of course. One day, we all woke up and discovered that Beatrice had fled from her home. She left a note for us, and in it she renounced her name and denounced my father. My father later called me and my sister into his study. He told us that he'd completely disowned Beatrice and removed any claim she had to the Frege estate. It was probably a threat to us in case we ever chose to go down the same path she did. He wanted to make an example out of her. This all happened 5 years ago. And are you sure this all happened 5 years ago? Yes. Even now, I can remember everything clearly. I see.
His speech is getting slower. Is she deep in thought? Nightgrave seems extremely concerned for some reason. How do you pronounce his name? Leif?
Leafy.
You know what? Let's go with Leif.
Leafy was there. It's not Leafy is here. It's Leafy.
Leafy is fine. Leafy. Let's do Leafy. Not Leafy.
Leafy was there.
And Leafy was there with you at this meeting? Yes, she was. However, Leafy couldn't have possibly been there.
Oh, snap.
Words are getting more slurred. You also notice that her balance is slightly swaying. Is she sick? Hey, are you okay?
Of course,
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh, she's fucking dead! What?
It actually happened. Wait,
It actually did happen.
What the fuck?
By the Scalan Lord! Is that a blood?
You colorblind?
Blood!
But bailiff, find anyone capable of casting healing magic? Escort them to the courtroom
Who is that?
immediately!
Is that why she brought Nightgrave?
No.
After some scrambling, a couple of healers are able to help Nightgrave stabilize the prosecutor. In all the chaos, you got a glimpse of her. There are deep wounds and blood on several parts of her body.
What?
She must have used some kind of illusion to hide them, but her disguise has completely dissipated now.
Oh, shit.
what the hell?
Before Steelman is taken out of the courtroom, you can hear whispering and something. You can hear Catcher whispering something in Nightgrave's ear. You see a look of confusion from him, but he nods and makes his way to the witness stand. But not before passing a message on to the bailiff, because he seems equally confused. Just what the hell is going on?
Oh?
Mr. Nightgrave, explain yourself. What is going on? Why is Mrs. Steelwind so gravely injured?
I'm sorry, but I wasn't actually here as Miss Steelwind's aide. I was here as her healer.
Her healer?
The truth is, Miss Steelwind was violently attacked at noon today. She was in critical condition, but she insisted on prosecuting the case anyways. I owed her a favor, and she asked me to channel my necromancy to keep her wounds closed during the trial.
Sacred Lord, why did she just recuse herself?
She must have known. If anyone else tried to prosecute Beatrice, you would have handedly won the trial. Nevertheless, she showed up to prosecute because no one else would, and she did it all despite the risk to her life. It also almost makes you respect her a little. Almost. Anyways, is there any need to prolong this trial, Your Honor?
What?
Even you must acknowledge how weak the case is against my client. In addition to that, Miriam's testimony also shows that my client has nothing to gain from her father's death.
Miss Timora, Mrs. Steelwind has been gravely injured, and you're still only concerned about...
The only thing I'm concerned about is seeking justice for my client.
I can see why she gets the hate. But
Yeah.
that's really
no.
insensitive.
Yeah.
Even so, we cannot move forward until we find another prosecutor.
And how long do you think that will take, Your Honor? It almost has been 12 hours since the murder took place. That gives us what, 36 hours? After that, every magical trace at the crime scene will fully disappear.
But there might be someone.
If Steelwind had simply allowed another prosecutor to work this case, we wouldn't be in this situation. She took a risk, and now she has to pay the price. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? You're not exactly proud of winning this way. But if this is what it takes to win, and you won't let an opportunity like this pass you by. This judge is clearly unhappy with this turn of events. But it's out of his hands now.
Well, due to today's unprecedented events, I suppose I have no choice. There aren't any prosecutors available to immediately take up Mrs. Steelwind's place. We will take a brief recess. After that, I will deliver my verdict.
Dang.
Oh!
I knew it! Oh! I knew it! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Your
He's on
Honor!
the right side.
I'm afraid you can't pass a verdict just yet.
Mr. Cuthbert!
Cuthbert, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know. But what I do know is that there was a massive contradiction in Miriam Friega's testimony.
But it looks like things aren't going to be as simple as you expected. You're gonna be grounded.
Mid-trial.
I knew.
Mom
Whoa.
versus son.
This is what is that? It's like Dual Destinies. Oh,
Huh.
Oh?
Flashback.
the night before.
I feel
Okay,
so out of
not me
place
anymore.
here. Despite your clear hatred for the nobility, you find yourself at a party filled with aristocrats. You hardly recognize anyone, but many of the people here clearly recognize you. You're used to receiving dirty looks from the upper class, but you can literally feel everyone's disdain for you.
Why are you in the corner by yourself?
I can't believe I let you talk me into coming here.
Ooh.
I see. For reasons unknown, you lose your train of thought.
I've been wanting to wear this dress for a while now. What do you think? What's wrong?
You suddenly feel extremely flustered. It's difficult to make eye contact with her.
Oh, I see. Are you enchanted by my beauty? Come on, say something.
Ever since that night in Aronnax, you felt like something has been off between you two.
Am I interrupting something?
Miss Tamora!
I wanted to check on you two before we went to meet with Lord Freyga.
You spot a woman silently following behind her. Is she the client that Miss Tamora is representing? You're pretty sure this is your first time meeting her, but she still looks familiar for some reason. Hi, I'm TYRION CUTHBERT. I'm Miss Tamora's ward. You extend out your hand to shake hers. She has an aristocratic air to her, so you hope you're not being too informal. Instead of taking her hand, she clasps her hands together and takes a deep breath. What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's a bit of a habit of mine.
Oh. Nevertheless, she finally shakes her hand.
I've heard much about you, Mr. Cuthbert. My name is Beatrice.
You're not sure about the details, but your mentor appears to be brokering a deal between Beatrice and William Freyga. William Freyga is the ruling Lord of House Freyga, so you're a little curious about what kind of deal he'd be involved in. But you've learned not to pry into your mentor's business.
Anyways, we'll probably be gone for a while. Can I trust you two not to cause trouble? You're in a manor filled with the highest members of nobility.
Every time Miss Tamora excuses herself to have a conversation with, like, one person in a secluded area, something bad happens.
Maybe she's just causing all of them.
Ah.
You might meet some
Oh,
unfamiliar
no.
yet friendly faces.
We'll keep a low profile, Miss Tamora.
Please do.
So, why were you so insistent on accompanying Miss Tamora to the Lord's Ball?
That's...
You know you can tell me anything, right?
I guess that everything that happened in Aronnax made me think about a few things. I don't really know anything about my past or where I came from. I didn't want to think about it because of my mom and dad and mom, but
You wanted to find out who your biological parents are.
I do, but I don't know now. Being here is starting to make me feel weird. I still have my mom, and living with my birth parents feels wrong somehow.
I don't think that's true.
Really?
Miss Tamora adopted me when I was a child, and she gave me a purpose in life. But I still keep my childhood memories of my mother close to me. Miss Tamora and my mother are both important to me. I don't think it's disrespectful to find out more about yourself. I'm sure your mother will understand.
You think so?
Of course. And I'm also sure of one thing. If I'm with you, I doubt any of the nobles here will want to speak with you.
Yeah, I didn't want to be rude,
Don't
but
worry. I can find some info in time.
you're just going to play chess alone, aren't you?
Maybe.
You really need to learn how to talk to other people. Make some new friends or something.
I don't need more friends. I usually want to spend most of my time with you anyways.
Ooh!
Anyways, I'm going to try to talk to some people.
Yeah. I'll see you later. So let's leave to mingle with some of the party members. You find yourself with very little to do, and you doubt anyone would want. I thought we were gonna go into Celeste's POV for a
Play
second.
chess.
3 protagonists.
Constantly changing.
And you doubt anyone would want to engage in small talk from the likes of you. Your hand instinctively goes to your satchel. It contains your foldable chessboard. Well, it's not as if I have anything better to do. I should try to find an empty table to play on.
He's really gonna just play chess alone.
I'm sure one of the nobles would be like, may I join you?
No, like
It's gonna be
considering that he beat his
fuckhead,
ass and
what's
like
his name?
Baron von Sanctus.
Baron von Sanctus.
He's in prison,
I don't
dude.
think I don't think Von Sanctus will ever want to have anything to do with you.
Each table has a centerpiece of flowers on it. Most of the seats at the tables are full. It doesn't look like you'll be able to play here. Okay.
Imagine there's no free table,
Are
so
we
he
gonna-
like pulls up next to like a solo person and starts playing chess there.
Are we gonna
And
play
then
on the
other
chandelier?
person's just like, look at him.
Several gold-plated chandeliers hang from the ceiling of the ballroom. They look fancy enough to be worth a small fortune. It irks you a little how much wealth Lord Frege must be hoarding to afford all of this.
I think you gotta move, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Sims?
Yeah.
Ooh.
This place looks pretty quiet, but there aren't any tables anywhere. Well, I could play on the floor. Whoa!
Oh! A dog!
No.
There's a wolf!
You got that dog in him. While walking through the hallways, you suddenly find yourself face to face with a large wolf. Immediately upon seeing you, the wolf quickly gallops away. Did someone leave a door open? You think about telling someone, but you remember that the manor is full of nobles. You're sure a servant will spot it eventually, and it's not as if anyone will believe you anyways. But it'd probably be best to find somewhere else to play.
Playing on like the floor, I've low-key like
That's the
done that.
sword.
The Master Sword.
You look further around the manor and find a room with several displays. It looks like a gallery of some sort, but it's slightly out of place here. There are a few nobles in the room, and they're all silently appreciating the exhibits. Perhaps Lord Frege paid a museum to create some historical displays for the Lord's ball.
Now there's a face I haven't seen before.
Oh!
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's acceptable.
As you take a closer look at one of the exhibits, an old man approaches you. Is that a monkey on his back?
Hello, my name is Harold Humberson. I'm the curator of this collection.
Do you like fish and chips by any chance? Harold Haraldson, is that a pseudonym or something?
That is a nice headlock, sir. I see you've been practicing your judo well. Get your hands off my penis!
What is the charge? What is the charge? Spamming my stream? My succulent Twitch stream? Ta-ta, farewell. This guy's name was Frightful Aegis Slatcher B. What a mouthful.
Valentina, watch that.
Huh?
In the VC chat, watch that.
Gentlemen, this is... Wait, he's a museum curator? He must be extremely knowledgeable about Wyverngar's history. You wonder... Would you happen to know anything about the ancient dragons?
Oh, I like to scale Lord Rathanen. There are many pieces in this gallery. And some of them were items that were wielded by the 7 heroes of Wyverngar. Legends say that some of these items were directly enchanted by Rathalion himself.
Enchanted by Rathalion? Does that mean that they also don't follow the rules of magic? Perhaps you should examine these items more closely.
Are you ready to receive my limp penis?
Are you ready to receive my limp penis? It's a pair of metallic armbands. There are several magical runes carved onto them.
Those are the armbands of intellect. They were actually created by a member of House Frege many centuries ago.
Centuries? That would make these armbands one of the first creations of artificery.
That's correct. Legends say that whoever wore these armbands would be granted unparalleled levels of intellect. Many believe that House Frege created these to aid them in the study of magic.
Enderlot says that he's seen a Temtem that looks like a monkey.
It's a crimson red short sword.
That's the sword of smell eating. Legends say that it has the power to protect its wielder from any kind of magic.
So it's like an anti-magic field.
In a way, yes. It has less than heroic origins, I'm afraid. It's been said that this sword was created through a blood pact between a mage and a demon.
A demon?
Legends say that some demons have the power to absorb and nullify magic. A demon must have imbued some of that power to this sword.
It does look a lot like the blood
Wait,
sword from...
Who made the community post?
I did.
Or at least
Yeah.
that's what the legends say.
Huh? What community post?
It's
I don't have to worry about it.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
Frick or something like
That was not me. Sick
That was
as
me.
frick. Oh,
16 minutes ago.
I wasn't sure that would have been.
Attention.
In fairness, you do use those words.
At least that's what the legends say.
It's literally a demon blood sword from. From Adventure Time. Does anyone remember that? That was also like forged from like the power of a demon, I think. But yeah, from the blood of a demon.
There's also the one where it was blessed by the the apple juice one, apple juice sword
yeah,
blessed by
yeah.
a priest. Check, please.
Check, please.
What I appreciated is that at the beginning of the show he had a gold sword, and then one episode it got like stolen or something, and it never showed up again. I was like, oh, that's continuity.
So much
He
continuity.
has
with
like
the
an
sword.
entire arsenal, and he just like goes through it by the end.
Like even himself is a sword.
Yeah, like the grass sword, right?
And his right arm becomes a
Grass sword.
That was really
Also the
cool.
fin sword.
Mm-hmm. Is it safe to put something like this on display? What if the legends are true?
Don't worry, these legends are fortified with several abjuration spells. I'd even bet that Lord Streetwind would have trouble getting to this.
The artifacts on display. Interesting.
What is the charge?
It's a pair of golden earrings. There are small jewels embedded into each of them.
Oh, those are the earrings of vitality. It is said that the Scaled Lord imbued a portion of his immortality into these. Legends say that whoever wore them would have their lifespan increased tenfold.
The skilled
Would
lord
anyone
could
want
do
that?
things like that?
Of course, he is the Scaled Lord after all.
Are there any spells that can create a similar effect to these earrings?
Not that I know of. A spell like that would probably fall under the school of necromancy. And I'm sure you know how much the kingdom scrutinizes that kind of magic.
I see. Oh, the paintings. It's a painting of some sort of scientist.
That man is Dr. Luke Cooper. He was an alchemist and inventor from one of the branch families. He is well known for his studies into imbuing intelligence into automatons. Intelligent
automatons. Would that make them similar to the arcane constructs?
Yes, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Lord Von Sanctus used Dr. Cooper's research to create those constructs.
So in essence, Von Sanctus is taking credit for someone else's work.
Lol, not surprising.
Not surprised.
The Von Sanctus hate will never end. It's a painting of a researcher.
That is Professor Matt Harold. He was the professor of some renown.
Oops. What was it?
He was a researcher of combinational magic theory.
What's that?
It's the study of how different kinds of magic interact with each other. He famously ran an experiment on what would happen if two magic fields overlapped each other.
That's actually pretty interesting. What were the results of the experiment?
Well, they had mages enter the space when the two fields overlapped. Turns out that those mages were able to use their magic in that space.
Wait, how would that be possible? They would have had two anti-magic fields affecting them.
When the two fields overlap, they cancel each other out. I've heard that it's akin to multiplying two negative numbers together.
Interesting. Anything else here? Damn, no
You can
chance.
could probably
Let's talk
talk
to
to him.
So, what is the historian doing at the Lord's Ball, Mr. Harrelson? Oops.
Harold.
Right, Harold.
Anyway, Lord Frey invites my museum to set up some displays here every year. It must think it's some semblance of culture. The fool!
You own a museum.
Yes, it's the Haraldson Hall of History, located in the city of Homehealth.
That's a mouthful.
Unfortunately, I don't think his guests appreciate the historical significance of these items. Honestly, I think you're the only person in years who's taken a meaningful interest in them.
Aww.
But inwardly called him a fool.
Sorry, but I really have to ask, is that a monkey riding on your back?
Yes, this is my familiar, Eugene.
You're familiar.
A familiar is a creature that a mage has formed a magical bond with. With that bond also, they're forever connected. I can communicate with him telepathically. I could even cast my spells through him if I wanted to.
Oh, so he's Curious George. Really? I never knew a spell like that existed.
It's quite rare. Very few mages took the time to learn how to cast it.
Oh, wow, there's a whole documentation of it?
Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna be relevant for the wolf, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Eugene helps me with my day-to-day. These bones aren't as spry as they used to be, after all.
Harold.
Harold!
Harold, as a historian, do you have a lot of knowledge about the ancient dragons?
The answer to the question is somewhat complicated.
What do you mean?
Unfortunately, a lot of historical texts in my collection have been altered or even outright destroyed by the Church of Bahamut. Because of that, it's quite difficult to separate myths from the actual historical accounts.
Right. I remember encountering a similar problem with Imperial Academy.
Ah, you must be quite dedicated to your studies. That is a simpleton at the Imperial Academy.
Ah,
This is democracy manifest.
rude. But you're supposed to kill me, helped.
I had to fight in the church for a long time before it began displayed dragon bones in my museum.
In the history of the ancient dragons, was there any instance of them granting powers to humans?
Well, of course, that's the entire premise behind the 7 heroes of Isengard.
Right, but was there anything before that? Did they ever grant supernatural abilities that didn't follow the rules of arcane magic?
Granting supernatural abilities, you say? That sounds more like something demonic in nature rather than draconic.
Demonic?
Much like the ancient dragons, demons are the stuff of myths. There are many stories of people selling their souls to them for untold power.
Selling their souls? I recall to know that your mother left for you before she was executed.
Oh man.
Oh shit, wait, that was me. Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine gate as I once did.
She told you to use her eyes. Did your mother make a deal with a demon to give you the Eye of Horus?
Is something wrong? This simpleton is far too superstitious.
No, nothing's wrong. It's a bit too much to take in, but you might just be overthinking this. There haven't been any recorded sightings of demons in recent history. They're only secondhand stories and superstitions. The Eye of Horus can't possibly be demonic, can it? We hope Celeste's investigation is going better than yours.
They took my fucking eyes.
It's the eye taker strikes again.
My fucking eyes!
Oh man. Okay. Okay, Christmas elf time.
How dare you insinuate that I engaged in an adulterous relationship? It's not what I...
Nice.
No! If you try to speak with me again, I'll have the Kingsguard throw you out!
This isn't working. Girlies!
I don't think asking them like that will be very effective.
What?
Oh!
Oh? Oh? Okay.
Oh my.
Oh. Would you expect anyone here to be truthful with you? You're essentially asking them if they cheated on their spouses.
Have you been spying on me?
Not intentionally. I was just surprised to see you here, of all places.
Right, I guess that makes sense.
You're not party crashing, are you?
Of course not! I came here with Ruby and Tyrion!
That honestly raises more questions than answers, but I'll take your word for it. Anyways, you're looking for your birth parents, aren't you?
Was I being that obvious?
It's the only reason I could think of. Why else would you be trying to speak with members of the nobility? I don't know if it's any of my business. But think hard about whether this is what you truly want. Getting entangled with the aristocracy will only bring you misery. I've read your file. You have everything you could ever want. You have your mother and your friends. You even have a lover.
What?
You're in a relationship with Mr. Cuthbert, aren't you not? Are you not?
No, Tyrion's not my...
Really? From the way you two behave around one another, I just assumed. It's pretty obvious you have feelings for him.
Ooh.
How obvious?
Did he seriously not notice? I think someone with his deductive reasoning skills would easily see through you.
Oh yeah? What about you and Aster?
Ooh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Come on, I was there at Von Sanctus Manor. It's so obvious you like him.
Please,
That fight.
you're grossly exaggerating things. He may be my fiancé, but I only have the utmost respect for him.
It would be really funny if Aster walked into this conversation right now.
No! And what if I told you he was standing right behind you?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Do you honestly think I'd fall for something like that?
What are you falling for?
Oh my god, it was real! Your Highness?
What?
Oh my god,
Who
it's
is
a
that?
child!
Small
I think
child!
Aster shrank in the wash, apparently.
Tiny Aster!
It's opposite Aster, he's like a shrinking spell on himself. I don't know.
Honey, I shrunk the Aster.
Your Highness, please don't run away. Run ahead like that.
No!
Your conversation with Harold was definitely interesting. What is that? What is that?
They took my fucking eyes.
What?
They took my fucking eyes.
But you still find yourself with very few leads. Be it dragons or demons, the origin of the Eye of Horus still remains a mystery. You find yourself returning to the barroom, and you spot Celeste in the corner with some other people.
I just realized how fitting that is because Noelle just finished playing Somnium Files.
Holy shit,
Not
you're
eyes,
right.
but I. Singular.
They took my fucking eye.
Hey, Aster, what do you think of Steelwind's dress?
Suits you very well, Miss Steelwind. You look lovely.
Gross.
As you approach the group, you're stopped by a knight from the Kingsguard. He stares you down. What?
Totally, let's go.
That was the incantation for detect magic. The knight stares you up and down. Celeste hasn't cast any spells on you lately, so we shouldn't be able to see any traces of magic.
Oh, Mr. Cuthbert.
What was that all about?
Well, no. My apologies. They were making sure you weren't disguising yourself with an illusion.
The king's got a charge with keeping us safe. They must take every precaution to protect us.
Oh? And who might you be?
Do not speak so familiar with me, peasant.
Alaric, don't speak to him like that.
Why shouldn't I speak to him as I please? I am Prince Alaric de Wavengard the Sixth. I will not demand myself by showing courtesy to a governor.
Doesn't he mean to be?
How old is he?
He's 7.
Oh my.
Oh no. Classism got to him early.
Yeah.
Terribly sorrow. I would have got Mr. Cuthbert.
It's fine.
Wow, their parents are still getting it on after 20 years.
Anyways,
Wouldn't that be
weren't you
nice?
supposed to be investigating your birth parents? Leave the poor woman alone.
He started it.
Right.
I'm actually quite surprised to see you both here. What brings you here to the lawyer's ball, Mr. Cuthbert?
We were just accompanying Miss Tamora. Her client has business with her at Frega.
Her client.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Beatrice.
Beatrice suddenly storms through the ballroom. She almost walks right past you before she hears Aster's voice. She looks furious. Did her discussion with Lord Frege go badly?
Oh, that voice. Is that you, Aster?
It really is you.
She called him Aster instead of Your Highness. Do you personally know each other?
I'm glad to see you again. It's been quite some time.
Is that really all you have to say?
Ooh.
Ooh, exes?
Oh my god.
It appears you two
So
have
much-
much to talk about. I'll be taking my
So
leave.
much subtext.
So much like tea.
There's a bit of tension in here. Celeste, we should probably get going too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. That was awkward.
Yeah, I know how those two know each other. Sorry, I wonder how those two know each other. She's working with Miss Tamar, but she somehow knows Lord Frege and the Crown Prince. Just who is she? Well, you suppose it's none of your business. Anyways, how did your investigation go?
I got nothing. I think all I did was make a bunch of nobles mad.
Sorry, I know you really wanted answers, but I'm sure something will come up.
You think so?
It might be a little irresponsible to give her hope like this. A noble abandoned her at a tavern in a rundown village. You doubt someone like that would make themselves dignified.
Anyways, I don't want this night to be a total loss. Come on, dance with me.
What? That's not really something I...
Don't be like that. How often do we get to go to a party like this?
Before you have a chance to object, she grabs your hand and starts dragging you to the middle of the room. You receive a few dirty looks from the aristocrats nearby. Celeste! People are staring at us!
Who cares what they think? They're nobles. They're gonna hate us no matter what we do.
She takes hold of your other hand and begins to pull you into a waltz.
Oh!
I don't even know how to
Aw.
dance. I've never done this before.
It's easy. Just stop being so awkward about it.
It's easy for her to say. Alright, just tell me what I need to do.
Well, first, you need to be closer to me.
With one swift
this is so
motion, she
cute.
pulls
Oh
your
my
hand
gosh.
closer to hers.
Sorry, his posture is so shit. Watch my movements and try to follow my lead.
Straighten your back, boy.
Yeah, bro, I
No,
can just imagine
look
him
up.
punched over a chessboard.
Oh boy.
My eyes are up here, Tyrion.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at, dog?
You seem to know a lot about these things.
I had to do a lot of networking when I was working as a mercenary. Do you know how many times I had to charm a merchant to hire me?
I see. You really don't know much about her, do you? You carefully watch the position of her feet and try to match her movements. After a while, you find yourself able to match her rhythm, but you still accidentally step on her foot every few beats. She doesn't seem fazed by it. Either she's being polite or she genuinely doesn't feel anything.
You're getting it, but don't focus on so much on where your feet are. Just look at me.
What?
Come on, do it.
You try to break eye contact with her, but every time you do, you slowly find yourself being drawn back into her eyes. You feel so embarrassed that you're becoming lightheaded, and you find yourself perspiring more than usual. But at the same time, you don't have any urge to break away from her. There's a comforting warmth behind all the anxiety you're feeling.
There he is, the infamous Tyrion Cuthbert. Never turn away from challenging noble, but can't dance a step to save his life.
Her expression doesn't betray a hint of it, but you still detect feelings of nervousness from her. Is she just as flustered as you are?
Dude, he has like a mind
my-
reading like powers.
Yes, my guy.
In my opinion,
Yes,
that is one of the
my
hottest. That's one of the hottest words in the English language. Flustered. I love that word.
Flustered.
Flustered. See? There you go. Although,
What is it?
you know that man is supposed to lead, right?
Maybe I don't subscribe to gender stereotypes.
Or maybe you just suck at this.
It's been a while since you felt this calm. There's always been something that you needed to prepare for. A client that needed saving, a culprit that needed catching. But you're quite content with this one brief moment that you're able to spend with her. You almost find yourself getting lost in the mood. Until you spot a familiar face accompanied by a legion of knights.
Oh no.
No, don't tell me. The knights storm their way towards where Beatrice and Aster are. Several of the attendees take notice. They all stop what they're doing to see what's going on.
Beatrice Frege, by the authority of the Wyvern Guard Crown, you're under arrest.
Did he just say Beatrice Frege?
To go see what's happening, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let's go.
You are completely out of line, Commander. I thought I told you to stand down.
Do you not recognize who you're speaking to? Let go of Lady Frigga.
Oh, I can't really do that, Your Highness.
Aster, what's going on?
It's Lord Frege. He was found murdered in his study. And these cretins think that Beatrice is behind it somehow.
Sorry, Your Highness, but my orders come straight from Steelwind.
Lady Steelwind sent you.
Beatrice takes in a deep breath and clasps her hands together.
I should go with them.
What? No!
My brother is right here. They have no right to...
I don't want to cause friction between you and Aya. She's always been meticulous. I'm sure she's just being careful. I'm sure I'll be exonerated once they've thoroughly investigated what happened.
Okay. Only if that's what you truly want.
What? You can't just let them take you away!
Brother, she's correct. It is not our place to interfere with the laws of our kingdom.
But...
However...
Yes, Your Highness.
Miss Beatrice is blind. One of your knights will need to escort her.
You what?
Did he just say that she's blind?
She's blind.
Anyway, we're going to need to take it to the holding cell, lady. One of you should stay with her and guide her through.
Please, I may be disabled, but I'm not a child.
Beatrice walks past the knights and heads towards the foyer. It appears that she already knows the way out. Shouldn't you all be following her?
Right, Inquisition, move out.
You definitely didn't expect a knight to go like this. What is going on here?
All right.
Me too, I am
Very nice
confused.
so
It was
far.
so chaotic.
Take a little break here. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright.
What's going on? What the heck's going
on?
What's going
I'm
on?
confused. Confused.
I am
Oh,
confusion.
confusion.
This is
Down.
Kansas. Why not this Arkansas or whatever?
It's
I don't know how it goes.
Kansas?
It goes something
Why
like that.
is this? Why is this not Arkansas? Why? What do you mean Arkansas? America, explain.
Little break, BRB.
Right.
Starting a break.
Nice.
gonna be so honest. I have a nuclear take right now. Nuclear, like, hellish take. I feel like 2 of you will agree with me, and 1 of you will probably not
Bill.
agree with me. Okay, I'm eating pizza right now. And
Yes.
it sucks. Because there's no sweetness. Because you need pineapple on pizza.
Honestly, I am indifferent to pineapple on pizza. People like it. I don't really care for it. I'll eat it if it's there, but I won't order it.
I think I'm at a point where, like, pizza for me is, like, savory, like, and sweet, I guess. So when there's no pineapple, it's like, it feels wrong.
Wait, what flavor did you get when your Pizza Hut?
I got almond pizza. So it's like, it's a bit salty. It has like bacon and Italian sausage and all that stuff, but like, I don't know, the lack of pineapple is like, it's not what I wanted.
Here's a hot take. I don't know if you, it's not really a hot take, but like, have you tried the scallop pizza from Shakey's? That shit's good.
It is really good. Yeah, I like that.
I love that. Like, one of my favorites.
Okay, so there's a scene in this venture camp where 2 characters are eating pizza, basically. And I put in a script like, oh, this could use some garlic shrimp. And all the Americans were like, no one has garlic shrimp on pizza. And I was like, what the? I felt so gaslit. I was like, what the fuck? Because like, that's just not a thing there. But like here, we put like shrimp on pizza.
It's ridiculous. They're missing
Yeah,
out.
like...
Do they put scallop on our pizza at least?
No, I don't think they do.
Oh, they don't have seafood on their
seafood
pizza,
thing.
period?
They put anchovies, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, we don't do anchovies here.
Well, we
So,
do.
okay, the
In
context
some
of this line is like, what is the best like part of a pizza? This was the line. So I tried to put garlic shrimp, but they were like, no, that's not a thing on pizza. So you know what the white people replaced it with?
What?
Oh wait,
Guess
no,
what
we
the
do
white
have
people
garlic
replaced it
shrimp.
with?
Oh, what?
Yes.
I don't know. Ham.
No.
Pineapple.
Garlic
White
butter.
people's favorite part of pizza is the melted cheese. And I was like, what? That's
Huh.
Sure.
Huh.
I mean, I would call that like integral to the pizza.
But it's like, is that the first thing you think of when you think like pizza? If you're like craving pizza, are you thinking, the melted cheese?
I think about the crust.
Oh,
Not like the
but
crust
you're
crust,
being
but like, you know,
stuffed
the
crust.
bottom of it, you know? The underside.
Oh,
the
yeah, the
undercarriage.
Lots of like fast food pizza, they don't put enough like sauce, like tomato sauce. You know what I mean? I feel like it's lacking in that regard.
I do like it when I don't like undersauced pizza.
Yeah.
Such a missed opportunity.
The cheese can make or break pizza? I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You like the cheese pull? When you can pull the cheese?
I mean, good pizza doesn't always have to have a cheese pull, but it's
The
definitely
cheese pull
a lot.
has to have a good pizza.
Yeah. I mean, the cheese pull is sometimes a guarantee of it being a good pizza.
Wait, can you guys hear my typing?
No.
No.
Okay, thank God.
Noelle's coding a video game right now.
She's
I
making
wish. I do have
Deltarune Chapter
RPG Maker.
5. See? No, sorry. Game Maker. I mean, Game Maker RPG.
Alright, let's do the scoopers.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Switching.
Starting. Start off. Finishing break.
Did I save? Oops.
Yes, you did.
Okay. I can't believe they kept us here until noon. The Lord's Ball was already running well into the night even before the murder occurred. You'd like nothing more than to catch up on your lost sleep, but you made a promise to Esther.
This doesn't make any sense. Beatrice was with me and my brother the entire night.
Right. You were there when she met with him in Steelwind.
She couldn't have stolen the sword of spell eating and have murdered her father.
I don't understand. Of all the people that could have done this, why would Steelwood suspect a blind woman?
Mr. Cuthbert, could you defend Beatrice against these awful charges?
I don't think I even need to.
What? Beatrice is Ruby's client. I'm sure that she'll be the one defending her. Well, that certainly puts my mind at ease.
What's wrong?
I don't know if I'm asking too much, but could you still investigate the crime scene for me, Mr. Cuthbert?
What? But we just said that Miss Tamora will...
I know, and I don't doubt her abilities. But Beatrice is a dear friend of mine. I'd like every chance for her to be found innocent.
You said that she was a dear friend. They must know each other since she's Frigga. Why would Miss Tamora... I don't...
X's.
Oops.
Of course, I'll also compensate you for your services.
Consider yourself blessed. A commoner like you could only dream of a job like this.
Alaric, I will dropkick you. Rick.
Tiny Prince has a point, though. Obtained from the Crown Prince does sound tempting.
I can't believe this.
Celeste turns to the ballroom. She's changed back into her normal clothes. What's wrong?
The people in the courtroom said they couldn't find my sword. They told me that someone must have stolen it.
What?
Oh.
It does kind of look like the sword.
Maybe they just painted it
Does
red.
it?
Why would someone
They
want to
swap
steal Celeste's
swords.
sword? Aside from your group, everyone else at the ball was an aristocrat. You do recall her saying that it was forged in the Eastern Kingdoms. Someone might have stolen it because of its rarity. We can probably keep an eye out for what this all. Excuse me, I've had a bit of a cold. This might all just be some kind of mistake.
I hope so. But anyways, where should we start first?
We should head to the crime scene.
I remember hearing that they found Lord Frega's body in his study. Let's go over there. Every time the music cuts out, I don't know if my Wi-Fi is cutting out or not.
This looks like Edward's study.
Oh my god, they killed Edgeworth.
Oh no. You arrive at the crime scene and see the usual swarm of Inquisition knights. However, you also spot some members of the King's Guard. They must be working together since the victim is from one of the Pillar families.
Oh. I wasn't expecting to see you here, Mr. Cuthbert. I thought Ruby Tamora was defending this case.
Prosecutor Steelman approaches you as you enter his study, and she's followed by an unexpected yet familiar face.
Wallace, what are you doing here? That must mean she's like been stabbed already.
Huh.
Oh my goodness. He's here as my aide for the investigation.
You don't doubt Wallace's abilities, but you can't think of any reason why Steelman would need his help. But you suppose it's none of your business. Anyways, we're here on behalf of Crown Prince Astor. He hired us to investigate this case independently.
I see.
Sure, he just wants to make sure the investigation goes smoothly.
Well, if you're here on behalf of His Highness, I'll do whatever I can to help you.
This whole situation is quite unorthodox, but your goal remains the same. Perhaps Steelman can tell you more about what happened. What can you tell me about the murder?
William Frigo was found dead in this room after the lockdown was lifted.
Wait, lockdown? What lockdown?
From what we can tell, his throat had been slashed open with a letter opener.
The cause of death was blood loss. Both of his carotid arteries were severed.
Here's the autopsy report if you want a detailed description.
Were you able to find the
312.
murder
Wow,
weapon?
it's so exact.
Yes, the murderer left it at the crime scene. It was a letter opener owned by the victim.
The murderer must have found it in this room and used it.
There was one strange detail about the weapon. The handle was completely shattered. We're not sure what to make of that detail, but it's as if something crushed the handle using tremendous force.
What could have caused the handle to shatter like that? You mentioned that there was a lockdown. When did this happen?
You didn't notice? The Inquisition did try to be discreet. But everyone noticed the commotion the actress and the two princes made over it. I suppose you two must have been lost in your own little world, weren't you?
Oh. Anyways, you said that Lord Frigga's body was found after the lockdown. That means that something else must have happened prior.
Supposedly, someone had broken into one of the Haraldson exhibits. One of the magical artifacts was stolen.
So there was a theft last night. Does the Manor's lockdown system behave like the one of the Imperial Academy?
The systems are somewhat different. Unlike the Imperial Academy, the lockdown only prevents people from leaving or entering the manor.
So, not all of the rooms were locked. But what about this specific room?
This room does have abjuration wards that lock the door and prevent teleportation in and out of it. And in addition to that, the system placed an anti-magic field over the manor.
An anti-magic field?
What is that?
Anti-magic field is a spell that nullifies all magic within it.
Duration? Indefinitely dumb.
Dang.
And the system somehow covered the entire manor in this effect.
If you noticed, there are several purple crystals embedded in the walls of the manor. Each of those crystals produced an anti-magic field during the lockdown.
Ah, so the Sims things.
Oh, those. So no one could cast magic during the entirety of the lockdown.
Not exactly. Someone could have used the stolen artifact to circumvent it.
You mentioned that someone could have used the stolen artifact to get past the anti-magic fields. Which artifact was it?
It was the Sword of Spell Eating.
That was the demon-forged item that could supposedly nullify magic. If the legends were true, someone could have used it to counteract the lockdown system.
After Lord Haraldson reported the theft, the Inquisition discreetly placed the manor on lockdown. He searched every room in the manor to try to find it, but it was eventually found in Beatrice's bedroom.
And that led him to believe that she had stolen it.
That's correct. The King's Guard moved to arrest her, but Prince Aster ordered them to step down. It didn't look like she was planning on fleeing, so they planned to wait until after the party had ended.
But then they found Lord Frega's body.
Correct. We believe that she used the stolen sword to nullify the magical locks and break into Lord Frega's study.
Oh, but if she had the sword, then why wouldn't she use that to commit the murder?
We're not entirely sure. We have a few working theories. She might have wanted to prevent the theft from being tied to the murder. Or perhaps she had more confidence wielding a knife over a sword. Regardless of her reasons, it's clear that the sword wasn't the murder weapon.
So she's not just being implicated in Lord Frega's murder, she's also being charged with stealing the Sword of Spell Eating. What possible reason would she have to do either of those crimes? Since the body was found here, was Lord Frega locked in this room during the lockdown?
Yes, William Frega knew that this room should have been secured. He was supposedly in a bad mood, and had locked himself in his room for most of the night. He refused to let anyone into the room. The only person he spoke to after that was his daughter.
His daughter? Are you talking about Miriam?
No, Lord Frega had another daughter. I'm referring to Leafy Frega, Lord Frega's middle child. She tried to tell her father about the theft, but he was apparently preoccupied with something else. He said that he wanted to stay in his study for the rest of the night.
Well, when did this happen?
It was shortly before the lockdown was activated, a little after 1 a.m.
I see.
Well, she's adorable.
Oh.
Oh,
Leafy must have been the last person to see Lord Frega alive then. You should speak with her and get more details about Lord Frega's actions that night. By the way, Stu, do you have a map of the manor?
I do. Do you like a copy?
Please and thank you.
she dropped that while giving it over.
What?
Oh no, I just heard something dropping in the background.
No, that was me sneezing.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Oops.
Oop.
Where's the... Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna ask the chat a question.
Oh. Very detailed.
Wow. So, wait, can we look at it again?
Okay. First floor.
Sorry.
We were here.
First floor. Sitting room. And where is the... Where's the museum?
I think it's on the second floor.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
We have... Oh.
What? What the fuck, chat? Oh, okay. They didn't vote yet.
Interesting.
What?
What? What is chat doing?
I'm gonna poll in the chat. They're being contrarians. AKA Enderland's being contrarian.
Enderland is always a contrarian. Were there any other witnesses aside from Leify who saw Lord Frigga that night? Perhaps someone heard what happened from a nearby room.
There was someone who heard the altercation, but it was quite obscured. The servant was trapped in the storage room nearby. There's an air vent that connects this room with that storage room. He supposedly heard sounds of a struggle through that vent.
What did this witness hear?
There were sounds of a struggle before he heard Lord Frigga choking on his own blood. When the lockdown was lifted, he informed the Kingsguard of what he heard. And that's when they discovered the body.
I see. Who is the servant?
I believe you actually know him. His name is Jan Hughes.
Oh!
Jan Hughes!
Sure, Jan.
What is he doing here?
He's the culprit,
probably
guys.
got fired,
He's behind
actually.
everything.
He's the mastermind. He's the
true
point
mastermind.
Maybe Eris isn't the big bad. Maybe it's Jan Hughes.
I could believe that.
Here's the thing. The last mastermind I saw had a monkey, and I've seen one guy with a monkey this game so
Oh
far.
boy.
So,
Mr. Hughes is here.
You never expected to see him again, much less hear of all places. But if he heard the altercation, you'll definitely want to speak with him. I think I'm lacking a lot of information about the defendant. From the way you were both acting, you and Aster seem to know her.
Your mentor didn't tell you about her?
No, I try not to pry into her business.
I see. I honestly don't know much about what happened either. But Beatrice was Lord Frigga's eldest daughter and the former heir to House Frigga.
Former heir?
About 5 years ago, she fled the Frigga Manor and went into hiding. None of us knew where she'd gone. She ignored any attempts we made to contact her. She even used her magic to prevent us from scrying her. Last night's ball was the first time in years that Aster and I had seen her.
Oh, so she also knew her.
But if that's true, how did Miss Tamora meet her?
Well,
Would you happen to know why Beatrice was meeting with her father after all these years?
I have some ideas, but nothing concrete. I was hoping you could tell me. Tamora and Beatrice have both refused to disclose anything about their meeting.
Damn it, what could that meeting have been about?
Speaking of which, I haven't seen Tamora anywhere in the manor. As a defendant's attorney, I would have thought that she'd be here to investigate the murder alongside you.
That is strange, but Miss Tamora has always had her own way of doing things. Perhaps she's using a different strategy.
Anyways, I'd imagine that she met with her father to request financial aid.
Why do you say that?
I have it on good authority that she was deeply in debt. That's the only reason why she would speak with her father after all these years. It's also why I believe she murdered her father.
You think she murdered him for his inheritance?
It's the only motive that makes sense.
Alright, there's a lot to work through here. The prosecution will try to assert that Beatrice committed the murder, but what would she have needed to do to carry out all of the actions described? So the first thing we need to do is narrow down the time in which the murder occurred.
The body was discovered after the lockdown was lifted.
And Leafy Frigga saw her father alive before it was activated. He entered his study, and she watched as the lock engaged.
The murder
The
Let's
murder.
say
occurred during last night.
the lockdown.
Well, it
Before
occurred
the
after
lockdown.
the...
Or after the lockdown?
Oh, before the lockdown. Or during.
Let's see.
It's
Right.
either before or after.
The murder must have occurred
Yeah.
during the lockdown.
But that means that the murderer somehow got past the abjuration wards that protected this room.
Those wards block teleportation, and they magically lock the only door leading into this room. Steel and the Inquisition believe that Beatrice used the sword of spell eating to get past them. Regardless of what they think, we need to assume that the murderer used some kind of magic nullification to get into William's study.
But that's not necessarily true, is it? What if the murderer had entered the room before William locked it?
If If they were in the room when William locked it, they would have been trapped here until he decided to leave. Not only that, they would have been discovered the moment the guards entered his study.
Maybe they used some kind of invisibility? Or they could have teleported away the moment the King's Guard unlocked the door.
Teleportation didn't occur. We didn't find any traces of conjuration magic.
What about Celeste's theory of an invisible assailant?
I'll admit that we did find traces of illusion magic. But the moment the guard saw the body, one of them cast Detect Magic. With that spell, they would have seen any invisible people hiding in this room.
Wait, you can use Detect Magic like that?
Of course, it's standard procedure. Like all spells, invisibility leaves traces of magic on the person it's cast on.
Oh.
Mages can use Detect Magic as a way to see through invisibility.
So we know for sure that they weren't here
So that's
before
why-
or after the lockdown. This means that whoever committed the murder used some way to bypass the abjurative wards that protect this room.
That's why they used, repair Detect Magic on TYRION.
Oh. But they were very discreet about it. The next thing to consider is the murder weapon. It was a letter opener that was presumably owned by William Frege. The murderer probably used it to avoid leaving evidence that incriminated them. Jan! I fucking told you, it was Jan!
Jan!
Jan is behind everything.
Fucking Jan.
Jan did it!
No, the
Damn
murderer.
it, Jan. Damn it, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
Took
Took.
the murder weapon.
Yeah?
I mean, it's probably hit is probably the correct verb because, like, you know, took in doesn't make sense.
Oh, but where did it come from? You have to, it like took, I think, right?
Took it in. It came from the study, right?
I guess so. That's...
Oh.
Okay. Right. The letter opener came from this
Oh,
room.
right.
The murderer probably wanted us to avoid using a weapon that would have implicated them. So he decided to use it and leave it here until after the deed was done. But that leaves a glaring hole in the prosecution's case.
And what would that be, Mr. Cuthbert?
What did that say?
I'd love to be secretly a mystery.
That's it. You're a
Lee
mystery,
Frege was
are
secretly
ya?
a
I've
mystery.
never secretly been a mystery.
Wow, imagine being secretly
Blind,
a
right?
mystery.
Oh yeah.
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 Maybe
Secret?
It's completely blind.
Openly blind.
Oh, sorry. Also,
She's openly
also
blind.
secretly-
partially?
Partially?
She came out of the blind.
Wait,
Oh,
no,
we,
no, no.
if she is, then we don't know that yet. So completely.
Yeah, we don't know that.
It could be that she only sees one color and she can't see white against that color. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Beatrice Frege is completely blind. Even if she were able to somehow break into a highly guarded exhibit, how did she slip past the guards and enter Lord Frege's study? Furthermore, how did she locate the letter opener if she couldn't see it in the first place? None of it makes sense. Committing this murder and scene would have been a tall order for anyone. I can hardly believe a blind person did all of this.
You do well not to underestimate her, Mr. Cuthbert.
What?
You don't know her as I do. She's far more capable than you realize.
I suppose I wouldn't know, but the idea that Beatrice did any of this is still ludicrous.
I suppose I can't change your mind about that. But I have to ask you a question, Mr. Cuthbert. What would you do if you discovered that one of your clients was guilty?
What? I mean, I tend to have an insight into these sorts of things. That would never happen.
I've already seen your uncanny ability to read people, but I'm only hypothetically speaking. So, what would you do if they were guilty?
I suppose I'd withdraw and tell them to find another lawyer.
And if no one else would represent them?
I don't know. It would definitely be a hard choice for me, but I would never be able to represent them if I knew the truth. I just can't stand by and let a murderer escape justice.
I see.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It's because you think she's guilty, huh? Okay.
There's definitely a reason.
Anyways, she's made her stance clear. You still have a lot of leads to follow upon. You should move somewhere else. You should move somewhere
There-
else.
Oh wait, should we not examine the room first?
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Ah!
what's wrong?
What? You can't see it, but this entire room is covered in traces of abjuration magic. Everything is glowing white.
There's white all over the room? Right, that makes sense.
Oh,
There
that's
were
not
several
good.
anti-magic fields coming the manor. Those fields probably left traces of abjuration everywhere.
Oh, I won't bother you showing the traces of abjuration Wi-Fi while we're here.
Repario Arcanum.
There's a trace of illusion magic where the body was.
The assailant must have used some kind of magical disguise.
Or they turned themselves invisible.
Interesting.
They,
It's looking weirdly wolf-shaped to me.
Is that it?
yeah.
Oh, wait, right.
You can examine.
There's a large mahogany table at the end of the room. Lord Frigga must have done his work
Actually,
here.
it's mahogany.
Mahogany. Coca-Cola. It's a bookshelf full of books.
Desk.
I wonder what kind of books Lord
Coca-Cola
Frege owned.
desk.
Especially if this place is full of white. Wait a minute, they're all blank!
All of his real books are on the floor or his desk. Ha!
That's kind
He
of fun.
doesn't read. There's a window that leads into this room. Could the murderer have escaped through here?
Escape. No. The window doesn't open and the glass is magically reinforced.
There's several books about economics and politics. Doesn't look like there's anything in them. How to murder someone. But then, you know, she wouldn't have been able to read it. It's a fireplace.
Can't
It's a
read.
braille, it's a braille book.
It's a That's convenient. Could the murderer have entered through here?
That wouldn't be possible. The chimney is far too narrow.
Maybe she's a skinny legend.
Even a small child wouldn't be thin enough to fit through it.
You said not to underestimate her.
Damn it.
Maybe you underestimate how thin she is. It's a painting of some sort of scholar. There's some text on it. Rook Ressinger. Ressinger? Economic scholar and aristocratic accountant. He was known in some circles as Rook the Crook due to his ability to cook the books of the four-pillar houses.
Rook the Cook. Sometimes I wish I could have a nickname like that.
What about Crimson Demon?
Ah, not that one.
That's badass.
When I was in Indonesia, there was a jihad in the news, and they called him Jihadi John. It was the dumbest name ever.
Oh my goodness.
Jihadi John.
You know about that, Noelle?
No, I actually don't. Might have been too young for that.
I'll put him in the. Well, it was the year after you left, so that's probably why.
And what it says,
No.
Aster did it! He shrunk himself to fit in the fireplace!
He has the ability to turn himself to a marketable plush.
A marketable plush. A
Moving
moving
the
marketable
VC chat,
plush.
Jihadi John.
I'm looking at it. Oh, wow, Jihadi John.
You enter the storage room hoping
Fucking
to investigate
John.
the air vent that connects to Lord Frigga's study. When you come across a person laying on the floor.
What? Jen, is that you?
Oh man, what's with all the noise? I was having such a good nap though.
Mr. Hughes.
Whoa, it's you two.
Why are you taking a nap in the storage room?
I needed to take a break from all the chaos going on. The King's Guard won't let us leave until they finish investigating the murder. And this pompous noble shooed me away when I tried sleeping on one of the couches. I didn't expect anyone to find me here.
Anyways, the prosecutor told us that you heard the murder from here during the lockdown. Do you think you could tell us what happened?
Sure, why not? My nap's kinda ruined anyways.
No, Jan. Jihadi
you-
John.
Johnny John.
Johnny
Okay,
Jan.
I prefer that. So, you're working as a servant now?
Not exactly, but I was part of the catering staff. The twins started their own food business after Frigga threw us out of the academy.
Right.
Looks like a
Sorry
pimp.
about that.
Nah, it's not
She has
your
clothes. It looks like a pimp.
Even if Redmond was still headmaster, I'm sure the ball would have found some other way to get rid of us.
Wait, are Valentina and Valerie here too?
No, they just contracted some staff to Lord Frigga for the Lord's ball. I think a bunch of other businesses did the same thing.
You wonder how they feel about this. They lent their services to the very man who got them fired in the first place. William must have offered them a lot of gold.
Man,
Murder.
I can't believe I got pulled into another murder investigation. Do I have bad luck or what?
The prosecutor told us that you heard the
Just trying to
altercation
sleep.
through the air vents. Could you tell us exactly what you heard?
Well, I didn't hear anything. Everything. I was taking a nap in this room when it happened.
Why were you napping here?
I didn't have a choice. I accidentally closed the door when the lock was engaged. Before I knew it, I was trapped here.
Right, you recall Steelman mentioning that.
Anyways, I heard the sound of some kind of struggle going on. I couldn't hear everything but I Lord Frigga shout, "Who are you? What do you want?" That went on for a few seconds. Then I heard the sound of someone getting stabbed.
Did you hear the voice of the assailant?
Oh,
They didn't say anything, but I did hear them. The voice was really raspy, like mine. I think they had a sore throat or something.
Or they were trying to mask their
it was
voice.
Jana this time.
Wolf?
Why did you
What
you enter
if
the storeroom
could be
anyways?
The servants were complaining about rats running through the air vents, so they sent me to take care of it. I heard one of them running an event upstairs, so I followed it here. I figured I had nowhere else to go, so I opened it up and put it trap down. After I was done, I tried to leave it, but the door was locked. I didn't have anything else to do, so I took a nap.
He only uttered a few
Rats
words
in the
before the
vent.
murderer struck the final blow. It doesn't give you much to go on, but this testimony could become relevant later. For now, you should probably move
You
somewhere.
said, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
You said, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
So probably
Illusion magic?
she was either disguised or. Oh yeah, could be illusion magic
There are several boxes in this
or
room.
wolf.
They appear to contain
Wolf.
various cleaning supplies.
Tinas really wants it to be the wolf. I want it to be the wolf.
Okay. It's very
Imagine
possible.
the wolf having the letter opener in its
its
mouth
mouth.
and just stabbing him with it.
That
That's
would go very
Even
hard.
better, the wolf has to testify.
Ooh.
Oh my god, Jet Dawson, is that you?
It's an errand that leads into Lord Frigga's study. Supposedly, Jan heard the altercation between Lord Frigga and his assailant through this.
Is there nothing else?
Stop.
Oh, okay.
She agreed. No, short.
What you said I agree.
Doesn't matter. I agree. We're not like them.
There is no. They're not going to dispute that it's called a stepladder. They are both in agreement that it's called a
Do it
stepladder.
again. Do it again.
It's still funny.
Wow.
Detect
Wow.
magic? I mean, there's probably nothing.
Perio Arcanum.
Okay. Does he have anything else to say?
He doesn't say much.
Okay, nothing.
Nah.
All right. Wait, it looks
Oh
exactly
yeah, I forgot
like her
bedroom
dorm.
was like this. Oh wait, shit! You know what? We should examine this.
Is this Miriam?
I
It's-
believe so.
Could be.
Come on, Tracker. Where are you?
Achoo!
As you enter Beatrice's room, you're unexpectedly met with a large cloud of dust.
Wow, this place has not been cleaned.
Oh, it's
Oh!
it's her. Okay.
She's gonna take. You're really gonna take the entire family line?
Oh my god. You know what? If we get like a flashback to William Frigga, can I take it? I'm pretty
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
continuity.
All the Friggas.
All the Fregas, all the Tinas.
Okay. Oh?
Your vision clears up, and you realize that there's someone else in the room with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
No, there's no need to apologize. But I would like to know what you're doing here.
We're on behalf of the Crown Prince. We're investigating the murder of William Frege.
Oh, I see.
My apologies.
She looks
I
adopted.
didn't quite get your name.
She does. My name is Leafy. Leafy Frege.
So this is Leafy. According to Steelwind, she was the last person to see Lord Freyga alive yesterday. She might have some information about how he was acting that night. I'm sorry
we
for
get
your
to
loss, Lady
verbally
Freyga.
beat her down. Oh my god.
Verbally beat her down? Wouldn't have arguments suffice? But do you mind if I ask you some
I
questions
like
about
the
last
word
night? Beat down?
Of course.
Jesus Christ.
verbal beat down.
Prosecutor Stillman told us that you were the last person to see him alive. Did you notice anything unusual about your father's behavior?
Well, he was extremely upset about something. I think Beatrice may have offended him during their meeting. The servant said that he wanted to be left alone. He retreated into the study immediately after their meeting. I tried to speak with him when the theft was reported, but he didn't much care about the missing artifact. He's probably busy making the changes to his will.
Oh?
He told me to leave him alone and let the Kingsguard investigate the sword.
Now that's an interesting thought.
Hmm.
This makes me realize that this is... Okay, not one-to-one, but it's a little similar to Knives Out. When did you speak with him last?
Oh.
It was before they activated the lockdown. It was a little after 1 a.m. that night.
And do you have any idea what he was doing in his study?
What? No, I have no idea.
You detect some fear from her. Lady Freyga, is there something you're not telling us? It's important that we know about your father's actions before his death.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything else. My father was a private man and didn't share much with anyone, even his own family. I wish I could be of more help, but I really don't know anything else.
She's clearly holding something back. If you can reveal what she's hiding through an argument, she might be willing to cooperate. But you'll need more information on Luna as well first. In the meantime, you should figure out what else she knows. I noticed that this room hasn't been cleaned recently. Do you know why?
It's because I've forbidden the servants from cleaning this room.
And why would you do that?
Beatrice is very dear to me, and I couldn't bear to have her room disturbed after she left. This room was the only memory I had of her after she left.
You suppose that makes
Wow.
sense. She must have been holding on to the hope that her sister would return. And what about the sword of spell eating? Do you know how it ended up in this room?
I'm not sure. It's possible someone planted it here to frame Beatrice. I can't say why they would choose this room, though.
Okay.
What kind of person was your father? Doesn't look like Lord Freyga was very beloved.
My father was a complicated man. He was a brilliant scholar and businessman, but he was a cold and distant father.
I see. Did he have any enemies?
As the head of House Freyga, he controlled nearly every banking house in Livengard. There were many people who resented his wealth and power.
Can you remember anyone specific? Perhaps someone that he'd slighted recently?
There was Lord Lloyd von Sanctus.
The ruling Lord of Aronox.
No.
Yes,
Oh, not him
he
again.
was recently involved in a court case.
You heard right.
Yep.
My father has been using the controversy as an opportunity to slowly take control of some von Sanctus Industries. And from what I've heard, he's been extremely bitter about that.
Von Sanctus's reputation must have taken a hit after the Dragon trials. You doubt he'd get himself involved in another murder. But you can never be too sure. You want to speak with him and get more details. Although, would he even
Oh yeah, he
consider
never did go to
cooperating with
prison.
you? Anyways, are there any other enemies he might have had?
No, none that I can think of.
What can you tell me about Beatrice Freyga? I heard that she fled the Freyga estate 5 years ago.
Before she left, Beatrice was one of the most powerful mages I'd ever seen.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
You definitely could have killed him. Yeah.
She is incredible. At the age of 13, her talent for magic had even eclipsed my father's. But it was never enough for him.
What do you mean?
Before my mother died, he desperately wanted a son, but he only ever had daughters. Everyone thought that Beatrice would inherit House Freyga from my father, but our family knew the truth. William Freyga would never leave his legacy in the hands of a woman.
Ooh, he's
he's that kind of guy.
I thought she was gonna say like of a blind person. I don't know if I I don't know if I prefer the
What's better,
misogyny or the
ableist or
ableism.
What?
No matter how hard Beatrice tried, my father would never acknowledge her accomplishments. He was extremely cruel to her. He constantly belittled her achievements and dismissed anything she said to him.
Oops.
And after the accident,
That's good
he used her
motive.
disability as an excuse to take away the little influence she had.
There was an accident that gave her a disability? Is that why she's blind? If it's not too painful for you, could you tell me more about Beatrice's accident?
Is he even relevant to the investigation?
Any small detail could make a difference. I need to learn everything I can.
I'm not sure about exactly what happened, but it was a magical experiment gone wrong. Beatrice was working on a project at the Imperial Academy. He was trying to create a new spell formula. We're still not sure what happened, but there was an adverse magical reaction. The resulting explosion seriously injured her and left her completely blind.
I can't imagine how she must have taken that.
Actually, she was probably the most unfazed by what happened. But that didn't matter. My father saw his opportunity. He told me that he was relieving her of the duties so that she could recover. But I knew the truth. He was going to take away her political power and social standing. She was reduced to a mere decoration for our home.
And that must be why she was so... that must have been why she left. Did she contact you during the time that she was missing?
No. No one had heard from her during the time. But as much as I was worried for her, I was also a little happy. Like Miriam and I, we had finally broken free from my father. I have no idea what would cause her to return here.
Do you want to see his dead body?
I would love to.
I'm sure Beatrice
Here's a picture of your dead dad.
Sure. It is. To be honest, I've been hoping for years that she'd finally return. But now that she has, she's just gotten pulled into another one of our family's messes.
Ooh, okay.
Even after being blinded, Beatrice continued to fight for her freedom. Despite everything that happened to her, she always remained determined to live her life on her own terms. I remember when she first came back to the estate after her accident. My father was completely convinced that she'd be completely helpless without... oh my god. But she refused to let her blindness define her. She learned how to navigate the estate using her other senses and continued to study magic. It's ironic, really. My father tried to use her disability as a way to control her, but in the end it was the very thing that allowed her to break free.
That was easy.
Interesting.
Wait, where's the argument?
Nice.
How do we fight
Where's the
her?
argument?
Verbal
I guess we can't-
down.
Guess we can't verbal beatdown yet. Can we look at the room?
Yeah.
Arcane.
Oh?
What is that?
What is that?
Is that the letter...
The sword?
Is that the sword?
Well, the sword, yeah.
Oh,
There's a trace-
and magic.
There's a trace of transmutation magic under the bed. I can't see it clearly, so let me take a closer look. Is it her sword? It's Crimson Lotus!
What?
It's my sword!
What?
We never knew her sword had a name.
So this is where it's been.
Why would it be here? This is also the room where they found the sword of Spellier. Are the two thefts related somehow?
But why? The only thing similar about them is that they're both swords.
There's definitely more to this, but what? I think you've learned everything you can from now. Perhaps you should move elsewhere. No. not
Okay,
yet.
verbal beatdown later.
You can't verbal beat them.
Just examine the room just for that comment, you know?
It's a highly extravagant bed. It looks similar to the ones in Miriam's dorm. What about the table? It doesn't look like it's been touched in years. Oh, okay.
Okay, no.
Nothing else about Miriam's room?
Yeah, nah.
You know what? That comment is pretty much like that scene in Invincible where they talk about like the tricks animators use when they're feeling lazy or like have to.
They said the same thing about the hallway in the tower.
Yeah. The joke in the comics was that they're just like, oh yeah, we like to reuse panels. And
they had that in the comic?
Panels. Yeah, they have that exact same joke in the comic.
Yeah.
Oh,
dang.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they cover their characters' mouths so they don't have to animate.
Yeah.
You explore the manor further and find one of its many sitting rooms. And there you happen to spot a very familiar face. He's sipping on a glass of wine, and his expression turns disdainful the moment you enter the room.
Oh, wonderful! Gosh, if my day I couldn't have gotten any worse.
Von Sanctus, what are you doing here?
The head of a noble house has just been murdered. I can't very well return to our next fed my affairs. I've been in such disarray. Anyway, forget what I'm doing here. What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to have a friendly chat with one of my favorite noblemen. I hear that you've been keeping busy since we last met. Must be difficult losing your empire to House Frigga.
Tyrion, we do need his help.
Is that so? And what makes you think I'd ever help the likes of you?
Because it would take suspicion off of you. And let's face it, with your reputation, you could use all the help you could get.
How dare you! I'll have you know that I am a still respected member of your nobility!
Respected? Is that why everyone is talking about your hand in Justin Way's death? Because the way I see it, being involved in another scandal will destroy what little remains of your reputation. But it makes no difference to me. And to be perfectly honest, I'd like nothing more than to drag you into the stand and embarrass you a second time. You can practically hear him grinding his teeth together.
Very well. If it means I won't have to endure your presence any longer, I'll oblige and answer your questions. Honestly, it's just one mess after another with you.
Mess? Wouldn't you have much to gain from William Frigga's death?
On a surface level, you might be right, but it is far more complicated than that. House Frigga controls the baking houses. They are the main pillar of support for Ivangar's economy. William's death could have unimaginable economic consequences regardless of who inherits the house. I wouldn't be foolish enough to do something like that.
That remains to be seen.
Think of what you will. There are others who would benefit from William Frigga's death.
You mentioned that other people would benefit from Frigga's death. Who specifically?
If I do venture a guess, I would say Lucio still wouldn't benefit the most.
Do you mean the prosecutor's father? But you just said that Lord Frigga's death could have unimaginable consequences for the economy.
Do you think that the brute cares about Ivangar's economy? No, all that man cares about is power, pure and physical power. House Steelwind and House Frigga have been fighting for control of Ivangard for generations. And in this long-lasting era of peace, the Steelwind's military have become far less valuable to the crown. If it weren't for Lady Steelwind's engagement to the crown prince, they might not even be considered a pillar family anymore. The death of William Frigga is probably exactly what Lucio Steelwind has been waiting for. And if our economy were to suffer, it would cause civil unrest. In a scenario like that, the crown would have to rely on Steelwind's forces to maintain order.
That does make sense. Could Arya's father really be involved with this?
Enderlad said, I'm actually so distraught they brought him back.
Everybody loves Lloyd Von Sanctus. It's clear that you think Lucio Steelwind would have much to gain from this, but can you think of anyone else?
Yes, there is Harold Haraldson.
That can't be his real name.
But what would Mr. Haraldson possibly gain from Frigga's death?
From what I've heard, William was planning to defund Harold all of history.
Really? Why would he do that?
I'm not sure the specifics, but supposedly Harold Haraldson had refused to do it, omits the less flattering parts of Ivangard's history from his exhibits. It is fact and blatant enough that he is drawn to the eye of the king himself. They have actually got into a very heated argument during Lord's Ball about it. I heard that William declared he would be removing House Haraldson from his estate.
You don't want to suspect Mr. Haraldson, but we need to examine every possibility. As the curator, he would have had the easiest access to this sort of spell eating, and he could have staged a robbery to cover his tracks. At the very least, you should give Mr. Harrelson a chance to explain himself. What can you tell me about the defendant in this case?
What? She's your client. Surely you would know you don't know better than her.
Humor me.
Well, I'm sure you're aware that she fled from the Frege Estates 5 years ago. In doing so, she bent the blow to House Frege's reputation and directly insulted the Prom Prince by breaking her great engagement to him.
Knew it.
Wait, Beatrice was engaged to Aster?
Yes, it was quite the scandal at the time, and Lucio in no wasted no time in pushing his daughter to taking Beatrice's place.
Oh, is that why those three were so awkward last night?
Honestly, the situation is an absolute mess, and that woman's return will complicate things.
Beatrice's return complicates things. What do you mean by that? Do you find Beatrice's return
like
to be
Aster has, like-
inconvenient for you?
What are you on about now? Please don't insult
Don't
my...
insult my intelligence, Von Sanctus.
Fine, if you must know, my son was arranged to marry William's daughter, Leafy.
Leafy?
Since Beatrice showed no signs of returning, it was apparent that Leafy would inherit House Frege instead of her. I know my days are numbered, so I took a preemptive action. William wanted a male heir, and I needed to preserve my house, so we both came to an accord. My son and Leafy were arranged to be wed. House Von Sanctus would have been absorbed, but at least my Jaden would stand at the helm of House Frege.
You nobles are absolutely awful. I should probably consider myself lucky.
Think of what you will, I wouldn't expect a commoner to understand. But that's the problem with your generation. You have no sense of duty or obligation. Leafy already expressed resistance to this marriage, even though she was well aware of the death. Now I worry she'll hide behind her sister to end the raid engagement together.
Leafy never mentioned any of this. And as much as you hate to think it, William's death would get her out of this arranged marriage. You should talk to her about this. Anyways, Von Sanctus gave you a decent list of suspects. You've probably learned everything you can from them for now.
Oh, he's very helpful.
Unfortunately.
Oh. Okay.
Huh. I love how it's just gone. Like, even the village is gone.
Case is also gone.
There are traces of evocation magic on the shattered glass.
Evocation is the school of magic that creates and unleashes raw energy. It's the most primal of the 7 schools of magic. Someone must have used a powerful spell to blast the display case apart.
Oh. The glass was on the floor. I thought it just completely disappeared.
Yeah, I thought that was just like the texture of the floor. Here we go.
Leafy.
Yay,
Leafy
we're
Frege
really
seems to be hiding
down.
what her father was doing in his study. You doubt that she's doing this out of malice. She might not even think that it's relevant to the case. But William Frege had many enemies, and he retreated into his study to do something that night. And that something could be related to why he was murdered. Yes. Is there something you're not telling us, Leafy? Because I have a feeling that you know more than you're letting on. No reason to trust you.
Okay, so you gotta, like, kind of agree with her. Be nice to her.
Well, what?
What was your father doing in his study?
I already told you. I don't know. My father was a private man. He wouldn't share something like that with me.
Wanna see a dead body? Specifically, your father's dead body?
Maybe scroll down.
Oh yeah, here. He was making some sort of change to his will, wasn't he?
What? Did someone else tell him?
Why did you find the need to hide this from us?
I didn't.
The thoughts you saw earlier seem to disagree with that. We've only just met today, so I understand if you don't trust us. But the Inquisition thinks that Beatrice murdered her father, and they claim that she did so for his inheritance.
That's absolutely absurd.
Regardless, your father's inheritance is a likely motive behind this murder. Many people would have a lot to gain from his death, including you.
Excuse me? How could you even think that I'd be capable of something like this? Not that.
Oh.
What's that? Yeah. It's probably rationalized.
It's the most empathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to imply that you were involved in this, but it's clear that the murderer's motive was to take control of House Frege. This means that their plan heavily relied on who William Frege was leaving his assets to. So I need to know, Miss Frege, how is your father planning to change his will?
I don't know. I've already told you. My father was a secretive man. Secretive.
He's secreted a lot of blood, that's for sure.
He didn't share the details of his estate with me. Oh, what?
There was a lot of white stuff in his room.
Yes.
Sorry, wait, what are we presenting?
It's that
Wait, what are we doing?
She was not
I was
aware.
never aware of the details.
Oh no, her testimony. Is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, we can't really prove it yet, but we know from her thoughts that she knows. Oh.
Oh, never mind.
Oops.
She's never aware.
Ah.
Yeah, probably. Because she at least knows about, like, the engagement.
Mm-hmm. Is that really true, though?
What?
I already know about your arranged marriage to Jaden von Sanctus. And I also know that as part of this deal, Jaden would inherit House Frege instead of you. You definitely knew about this, and you heavily resisted the marriage in an attempt to stall it. Which means that you had some idea of how your father's will was arranged. So what aren't you telling me, Miss Frege?
I can't trust you.
What?
You're here on behalf of Captain Asher. The Four Pillar families and the Crown have much to gain from my father's death. How can you assure me that this information won't be used against my family?
So that's why she's been so secretive.
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 Not that.
Secretive.
What's appeal?
I'm pretty sure it's this one. There's nothing I could possibly say to make you trust me. But please understand, I'm only trying to find out who murdered your father. And to do that, I need to know everything he was doing that night.
This is the one guy who wouldn't be afraid to implicate the royal family.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have no reason to trust you. But somehow, I can tell that you're being sincere. Will you really protect Beatrice?
You're about to reassure her that you will, but something in the back of your mind stops you. I'll get to the truth of what really happened.
Okay. If that's truly what you're planning to do, I'll tell you what I know. I wasn't trying to be uncooperative, but I didn't know who I could trust.
Considering the circumstances, that's perfectly understandable.
I'm not sure why, but my father was extremely upset that night. According to him, Beatrice had returned and was even more impudent than before.
He must have been angry about something she said during their meeting. Did he tell you what their meeting was about?
He didn't. I honestly didn't really care. I was just so happy that my sister had finally returned. But my father clearly felt the opposite. Before he entered the study, he told me that he would be pulling the family tree. He was going to disinherit my sister and several other members of our family.
He probably started drafting a new will to reflect that decision. Has anyone found the draft of his will?
No, it was one of the first things I looked for after the investigation began.
The modified will is missing? We thought that it would have been be enforced. He never got a chance to submit it for probate before he died. But you can't discount the possibility that the murderer destroyed it. Does anyone else know about this?
No one. I didn't even tell Lady Steelwind when she was questioning me.
Because it would have given Beatrice a motive to commit the murder? Anyways, thank you, Miss Frigga.
Mr. Cuthbert,
Yes?
my sister is not a bad person. There's no way that she'd do something like this.
Despite what she says, she seems to have some doubts. She's in good hands. Ruby Tomorrow is the one defending her in the trial after all.
I hope so.
Anyways, you think that you've learned everything you can from Wavy. Okay.
I like her character
Monkey.
design. It's so cute.
She's like the better nobles.
Yeah.
As you enter the gallery, you spot Haraldson inspecting the shattered remnants of a display case. If you recall correctly, the display case that he's looking at once held a sword of spell eating.
Oh, Mr. Cuthbert, I had a feeling I'd be seeing you again. He's working for the Crown Prince. Can he be trusted?
It seems word has spread about your deal with Aster. Hello again, Mr. Haraldson. Right. Harold, I'm sure you already know that I'm investigating the murder of William Frigga. And the prosecution suspects that someone used the sword of spell eating to break into Lord Frigga's room. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about the theft last night.
I'll tell you what I can. I'm not sure how much help will be. What was the charge?
Eating
What
a
is the
meal?
charge?
Stealing a sword? A succulent demon sword?
It's so succulent. Hello?
Oh, sorry. I can't believe a museum owns such powerful magic items. Whoops. I would have sent the noble houses to take them for themselves.
Well, when I'm relative, I don't have much use for items such as these. The power of the law is based on politics rather than magical strength. And a neighbor wouldn't want to wield the sword of a demon, even if the legends are just stories.
A demon?
Oh, right. The sword of spell eating is said to have been forged from a pact between a demon and a mage.
Isn't a pact with a demon just asking for trouble? They'd definitely betray you for the first chance they got.
Well, let him say it. The demons often drafted blood contracts for this reason.
Wait, you mean like a legally binding contract?
The concept is similar, but once you sign a blood contract, both you and the demon are magically compelled to fulfill its term. It is said that violating its terms will result in instant death for the offender, no matter who it is.
So I guess there's some protection.
Well, as an attorney, I'm sure you'd understand that it's possible to exploit and use loopholes in any contract. According to the legends, demons take great pride in their ability to deceive and corrupt people.
The next case is just them disputing the blood contract.
Yeah.
According to the prosecution, the theft took place during the Lord's Ball. Shouldn't there have been plenty of witnesses in the gallery at that time?
That's the strangest thing. Supposedly the gallery room was completely empty when it happened.
What? That can't be right.
But honestly, I've no idea where anyone can produce enough magic to shatter the display case anyways.
Were the wards protecting the case that powerful?
They were powerful, but that's not the issue here. It would be one thing to spell the wards and remove the glass protecting it. But it's another thing to entirely completely annihilate the glass. The glass protecting it, but the application wards and shatter the glass. Doing something like that would require a truly powerful spell, far more powerful than what would have been needed.
Sword of spell eating.
So you're saying that the force applied was excessive?
Yes, and that's not the worst of it. It's clear that the sword of spell eating wasn't the only item that was stolen.
What?
Oh yeah, the bracelet's
There
gone.
another? Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. What? Nobody's taking note of that.
Damn, they just assumed, okay.
Too small to
They're
be
like,
noticed.
who cares about that?
Yeah.
The display case that held the armbands of intellect is empty.
It's not broken though, so like they were very discreet about it too. Maybe that was the real target.
Hmm.
You mentioned that another item was stolen.
Yes, it's extremely concerning. At
After the sword of spell eating was reported missing, I checked the other exhibits. That's when I discovered that the armbands of intellect are in stolen as well. Unlike the sword of spell eating, we still haven't found the armbands.
Look at the glass case where the armbands used to be. They've been removed, but the glass case is completely intact. The thief didn't shatter the glass.
Exactly. Moreover, the armbands were actually replaced with a very well-made replica.
What? What's going on here? The two thefts are completely different from one another. Are they even related? Or did two different thieves coincidentally steal from Harold that night?
Damn. If that was the case, he's really unlucky.
Everybody wants his artifacts. You mentioned that someone would have needed a powerful spell to shatter the display case. Wouldn't that narrow down the list of suspects for the theft? Not everyone attending the ball could cast spells that powerful.
Well, according to the Inquisition, Beatrice Traeger's magic was powerful enough to have done this.
Discounting the fact that she's completely blind.
Yes, I'm well aware of that, and it doesn't quite sit right with me either.
Was there anyone else in the Lord's Ball capable of matching Beatrice's power?
Only the heads of the four pillars could have involved magic this powerful. But apparently, Beatrice is an exception to that.
Is Beatrice really that powerful? Or is she being scapegoated by one of the house leaders?
But the cases can be opened normally, can't they? Otherwise, how would you transport the artifacts from place to place?
Ah, yes, the magical locks on the case can be disabled.
He detects some fear. Is he hiding something? How are they normally disabled?
They can be turned on and off using a spoken password.
And how many people know this password?
Only myself. I personally oversee the transport of these items when they move.
So Harold could have stolen the sword that night. Could he have staged the robbery to cover his tracks? Harold, a witness told us that you got into an argument with William Frege on the night of the murder. Was William Frege planning on defunding the Haroldson Hall of History?
Yes, he was. He made that very clear. That doesn't mean that he had anything to do with his murder.
We're not saying that you did, but I need to explore every possibility. So I need to ask, did your argument with him that night turn hostile?
I admit that our discussion turned heated, but it never escalated to threats of violence. How insulting he was, he deserved what happened.
The eye shows more resentment than he's letting on. Did you have any conflicts with him prior to that night?
We had disagreements in the past. He was receiving pressure from the royal family about what I was displaying in my museum. The king believed that some of my exhibits were too controversial to the public eye.
What do you mean?
Or prohibitionism.
I'm sure you've noticed the rising tensions between the common folk and the nobility. I've never been one to shy away from the bloodier parts of God's history. The citizens must know about these parts of history, otherwise we're liable for a kingdom. However, the king believed that my historical exhibits did nothing but dig up old wounds.
I wonder if he thinks they can smooth public relations by censoring history, as if they couldn't get any worse. Anyways, it's clear that Harold is passionate about his work. Would that passion drive him far enough to commit murder, though? Thank you for your time, Harold.
Harold!
That's what I called you. I think we'll be on our way now.
Are you ready to receive my limp penis?
My limp penis?
You have a lot of leads, but none of it really leads anywhere.
So many people had a motive to murder William Frege, but who actually did it? Perhaps you should take some time to review everything that you've learned. Motives aside, let's go over the events that happened that night. It all started when the sword of spell eating was stolen. We don't have a specific suspect, but we do know something about them. Yeah, that's true. Harold is not a demon.
Is a?
Miles
the thief is a
robot.
powerful
Thief
mage.
is
Yeah.
powerful
Miles is a
mage.
robot.
Otherwise, you'll remove the glass protecting it. That would right in time to
We just had this conversation. The thief was a
I think I
powerful
expect you to have this
mage.
conversation later.
That's the only way that they could have shattered the magically reinforced glass.
But what about Harold? He could have just unlocked it by just using his password.
He could have stolen the sword and staged a robbery, but he couldn't have shattered the glass. Only a powerful mage could have done that, and I doubt Harold would lie about that when we could easily confirm it was with Steelwind.
Right. But then what happened next?
They brazenly stole the sword of spell eating. This caused Harold to report the theft to the King's Guard.
After Lord Haraldson reported the theft, the Inquisition discreetly placed the manor on lockdown. They searched every room in the manor to try to find it. But it was eventually found in Beatrice's bedroom.
And that led him to believe that she had stolen it.
That's correct. The King's Guard moved to arrest her, but Prince Aster ordered them to step down.
And then there's Leafy's statement.
Leafy.
My father was extremely upset about something.
Oops.
I think. Okay, wait.
Wait.
Oops. Oh. I think Beatrice may have offended him during their meeting. The servant said that he wanted to be left alone. He retreated to his study immediately after their meeting. I tried to speak with him when the theft was reported, but he didn't much care about the missing artifact. It was before they activated the lockdown. It was a little after 1 a.m. that night.
Leafy's account gives us a clear fact about when William died.
William?
Died?
William.
At the moment the body was found.
Yes.
He self-reported.
He saw the body. He was like,
before the body was found.
Gee whiz.
after the lockdown? Before the lockdown? No.
Or before the theft was reported? No, sorry, that's wrong.
Yeah, after the lockdown.
Oh, do they have custom checks for every combination?
I don't think. Maybe for the more like never mind. Like if it makes sense, but if it's just like a random combination, it's like what?
What the fuck are you talking about?
William Frege was murdered after the lockdown was activated.
This means whoever killed him bypassed the lockdown and broke into the magically locked room. They had to have used a sword, right?
That's likely, but not necessarily true. An anti-magic field would have also had the same effect. The murderer could have stolen the sword of spell eating to throw off the investigation.
But an anti-magic field is a high-level spell. Not many mages would be able to cast it. Oh.
And I doubt any of the nobles here will let us see their spell compendiums. But because of how powerful anti-magic field is, we can still conclude that the murderer is a powerful mage. This actually narrows down our list of suspects.
Still not concrete evidence, though. We haven't even spoke to all of the suspects yet.
Right. We never got a chance to speak with Lucio Steelwood. But given his status, you wonder if that would even be possible. Either way, it's a good start. And it's not as if we're defending this case. The trial is getting close anyways. You don't doubt Miss Tamora's abilities, but you should share what you've learned with her before the trial begins. It's a little strange that you haven't seen her since the investigation began. But you might be meeting with Beatrice at the dungeon. This is when they argue.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Man,
we
oh
arrive
man.
at the dungeon and search for Miss Tamora. She wasn't at the crime scene, so she must be here to discuss the case with Beatrice. Or at least that's what you thought, but you don't see her anywhere.
Where the hell is she?
Mr. Cuthbert?
Oh, hi. You were so caught up in your thoughts you didn't notice that you were walking right in front of Beatrice's cell. Maybe you're the blind one.
Oh, what the hell?
She was the one who recognized him too.
That'd be one hell of a plot twist. He was blind. He was
Wait,
blind.
yeah, how did she? How did she recognize? Interesting.
She touched his face. She's like, oh, your nose.
I recognize this skin.
I didn't expect to see you here.
Oh.
Celeste lets out a shriek as Eris approaches you two from behind. For a split second, you see her hand dart towards her sword. It appears that she still hasn't gotten over her instinctual fear of Eris. Yeah, me too. Eris? What are you doing here?
Beatrice is actually an acquaintance of my father. He sent me here to help her through this ordeal.
That brings up many more questions, but you don't really have time to pull on that thread. You have a lot less than an hour before the trial begins. You need to find Miss Tamora. Have either of you seen Miss Tamora? I have some things to share with her.
Ah, she was just here, but she left to retrieve some documents from her office.
Do you have any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but if your discussion has something to do with the case, I could pass some message on to her.
You feel a little less hesitant for some reason, but it is her life on the line. If anyone should know about what you found during your investigation, it's her. Okay, let me tell you what I know. You spent some time going through your findings with Beatrice. From your list of suspects to the possible motives behind the murder, you notice that with each revelation she becomes more and more uneasy. The idea of someone framing her must be stressing her out.
I see. You've certainly been very thorough.
Yes, but I still have no concrete evidence that points to anyone. What?
Wait, what? What?
What?
Oh.
What? Oh.
What?
You should read that.
We underestimated him. If he reveals these findings to Prince Aster, he might suspect something.
Suspect you know it's important if it's in the logs.
We see a dolly zoom on Tyrion. What?
It's such a shame that we found stuff.
Such a shame that I shot your father in the elevator.
It brought me to tears.
Sorry, I was just deep in thought.
And you were able to catch one of those thoughts. Beatrice, I'm sure you're aware that Prince Aster has your best interests at heart.
I know. Even though we haven't spoken for the last 5 years, I still consider him a dear friend.
Then I suppose you have no issue with me sharing these findings with him.
Of course not. This is bad. Even he wouldn't support us if he knew that I was involved.
Wait, what was that?
Involved in what?
Her boss just said that she was involved. Did she actually murder her father?
Is something wrong,
my
Mr.
God.
Cuthbert? You look a little pale.
Beatrice was actually behind this? But how? She's completely blind. She couldn't have navigated through the manor and avoided the guards. No, you must be taking her thoughts out of context. That's it.
Mr. Cuthbert, perhaps you should get some rest. You look dreadfully tired.
You think very carefully about what to say next. There's one way to get a certain answer through the eye, but if you're wrong, Beatrice, you weren't actually involved in this, were you?
Tyrion?
You see her gaze narrow in response to your question. Once again, she claps her hands together. She's clearly trying to stay calm.
Huh. Do you suspect me now, Mr. Cuthbert?
You didn't answer my question, Beatrice.
As if I'd even need to justify it with a response. But no, Mr. Cuthbert, I was not responsible for my father's murder. At least not directly.
Oh God.
I was technically an accomplice.
An accomplice? Did you work together with someone? Oh.
Cuthbert.
You know, and the best part about this is that
God.
Iris can probably read his mind, because she was able to, like, demonstrate that 2 cases ago.
Yeah.
You guys remember that? Miss Tamora! Your mentor seems to have sensed the mood in the air. She raises an eyebrow at you. Miss Tamora, can I speak with you alone for a second?
Okay. What's wrong? Is everything okay?
Miss Tamora, Beatrice, she actually did murder William Frege. Miss Tamora's gaze narrows. Her eyes dart around the room to make sure the guards didn't overhear you.
What are you talking about? How could you possibly know that?
I used the Eye of Horus on her. She conspired with someone else to orchestrate William Frege's death.
Have you told anyone else about this?
No, it's not as if they believe me anyways. You're the only other person who knows about my abilities.
Okay. Just stay quiet about this for the time being. Anyways, I need to get ready. The trial starts in half an hour.
What? You're not seriously going to defend her, are you?
Of course I am. I'm her attorney.
But she's guilty. I saw it.
Look, at this point, I don't know what you saw. Do you think I can just abandon a client minutes before a trial?
No, but...
It's not for either of us to decide who's guilty and who's not. Everyone has a right to an attorney. Our court system needs a defense attorney and a prosecutor to keep things fair. More importantly, you had no right to use the Eye of Horus on my client without my permission.
What? But...
I don't have time to argue about this. We will be talking about this later.
Before you have a chance to respond, Miss Tamora walks away. Celeste sees both of you and awkwardly approaches you.
Hey, Tyrion, is everything okay?
Celeste, I think Beatrice is actually behind this.
What?
You don't blame her for not believing you. It's not as if you can't tell her about the Eye of Horus. Although, why haven't you told her?
Alright, I believe you.
What?
You wouldn't say something like that if you weren't sure, right? But if what you're saying is true, what do we do now?
You think long and hard for a moment. I don't think we need to do anything.
What?
Steelwind is handling the prosecution, and she's definitely no pushover. If Beatrice is truly guilty, we'll just have to trust her to get the job done. Either way, I don't think we're in any position to get involved.
Alright, if you say so.
It's really none of your business.
And then it became your business.
Yeah.
You have no stake in this. You're not obligated to do anything.
But now you
You've done
are.
everything you can. It's in their hands now.
Oh boy. Oh,
It's none of your business.
Girl.
Girl.
she fell.
She fell. She's possibly dying. It's none of my business.
Damn,
It's like you're
you really
fine.
did learn from Ruby.
William Frege was a tyrant and a bigot anyway. He's a noble who did nothing but steal wealth from the common folk. The world is better off without him, and it's not as if you didn't try. All you have to do is wait for the trial to run its course.
Objection!
Oh,
Ah.
Your Honor, I'm afraid you can't pass a verdict just yet. Mr. Cuthbert,
Cuthbert, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know. But what I do know is that there was a massive contradiction in Miriam Frege's testimony.
oh man.
It's as if you were ever the type of person to stand by and do nothing.
Hey,
Wow.
Are we gonna switch places?
I think we're gonna switch places. Yeah.
we love it.
Oh, we
It's
love
so
the
great.
role swap.
How the tables have turned.
On the turns.
How the turntables.
Your Honor, the defense, I mean the prosecution, I would like to cross-examine this witness.
Oh shit.
She's like, this
Bailiff! Please arrest Mr. Cuthbert. I am holding him in a contempt of court. Oh, wait! You didn't really think this through, did you?
You
Instead
fucking
of following
idiot.
his orders, the bailiff walks over to the judge's podium and whispers something into his ear. What? I see. Very well, then. What are they saying? It appears that some Miss Steelwind has somehow predicted that this would happen. In accordance with her wishes, Mr. Cuthbert may act as the prosecutor in her stead.
the hell? You can't be serious.
I am honestly just as surprised as you are, Mr. Moore. But Mrs. Steelwind has apparently designated him as your stand-in. It's unorthodox, but it is also legal. Do you recall something strange Steelwind asked you earlier today?
So, what would you do if one of your clients was guilty?
Well, she's not my client. We've seen this.
You know, yeah, whatever. We've seen this.
Steelwind.
So many
Did you
flashbacks.
somehow know that this would happen?
Well, this isn't how I expected the trial to go.
Shortly after you barged into the prosecutor's table, Celeste awkwardly followed behind you. Thanks, Celeste. Seriously, she only did so after the bailiff didn't arrest you.
Sorry, I saw that in the corner.
I guess we're really doing this.
What's wrong?
This feels weird. We're on the other side of the courtroom.
They mirror the art. I mean,
Yeah.
this is where the prosecutor is supposed to stand.
No, this feels way too jarring.
So lazy.
Ruby, can we switch tables?
No way,
What?
man.
Oh.
Please do not.
No, this is way too
The
weird.
design is symmetrical. Why
Tyrion.
can't? Would it not work if they
Get her to
just
switch
flipped it?
those.
Celeste.
Oh, for the love of, I genuinely do not care. Cuthbert can have this side of the table if he wants. So if he
Oh
wants
my
it so badly.
god.
Dang.
We did that out of the way. Let's resume proceedings. Assuming that we're all at our preferred spots.
We are, Your Honor. As much as you hate to admit it, you are more comfortable here. Not that you want to encourage her.
With all of these interruptions, I think it would be best to review the proceedings up until now. The prosecution proposed that Beatrice Frega motive for the murder was to claim the victim's inheritance. However, the defense brought forth a witness who testified that Beatrice was disinherited by her father 5 years ago. Am I correct, Miss Timora?
You are, Your Honor.
Very well. Considering the circumstances, I think it's best to have Lady Frega repeat her testimony. Bailiff, please escort Lady Frega to the stand once more.
Miss Frega,
Oh shit.
could you please give your testimony to the court once more?
Of course. One day, we all woke up and discovered that Beatrice had fled from our home. She left a note for us, and in it she renounced her name and denounced my father. My father later called me and my sister into his study. He told us that he'd completely disowned Beatrice and removed any claim she had to the Frega estate. It was probably a threat to us in case we ever chose to go down the same path she did. He wanted to make an example out of her. This all happened 5 years ago.
So your father disinherited Beatrice shortly after her departure.
Yes, he did.
As such, Beatrice would have no motive to murder her father. Any inheritance she would have received would be long gone by the night of the murder.
Is that really true, though?
Ooh.
Oof.
Is that it? Damn.
Wait, she left a note?
I don't remember that, actually.
But she's blind.
Oh yeah, shit!
What did John
She can't write.
She's fucking blind.
She left it. She's blind. Wow. Sorry, Beatrice, we forgot.
Beatrice.
Oh my.
Objection!
No, that's not it.
What?
Oh, that's not it?
Wait,
Okay.
when was it? When was
Maybe
the
she wrote it in
accident,
Braille.
She wrote it in Braille.
actually? She poked it. Wait, no, you would still have trouble doing that.
Yeah.
Can I at least press for this? Because how did she write the note?
She wrote
Okay,
the
okay.
note.
From what I've heard about your father, I don't find that surprising. That's not what we want to
That's-
focus on.
It's clear to everyone involved that my client was not treated well by her father. That's what drove her to sacrifice her claim to the Frega estate.
My father had many responsibilities. He had much to consider.
And that justified his treatment of your sister?
Despite being her witness, Miss Tamora really isn't holding back against Miranda.
Okay.
Wait, I guess not. I guess the devs also forgotten.
They're just not going to acknowledge that.
Maybe they'll bring it up later. Maybe they'll bring it up later.
Yeah.
Also, I love to point out the fact that this is 5 years ago. That means she would have been 12 when this had happened.
This all happened 5 years ago? No, it happened 6 years ago.
Oh, fuck off! Shut up! Shut up with that shit! It always has to be 6 years.
Means it wasn't 6.
I mean,
No, wait, they wouldn't have.
angered to declare that he would be disinheriting her that night. But didn't he already?
Yeah, how can he disinherit her
Yeah,
again?
so.
Yeah. Wait, let's just make sure.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I think that might be the one.
Objection!
Music stop. That's the one.
Miss Frigga,
Oh.
it's clear that you're regretful of how your eldest sister was treated. That guilt must have eaten you for all these years.
Cuthbert, I know you don't have a good history with the witness, but you shouldn't rub salt into her wounds.
I was merely pointing out that the witness's personal connection to the defendant, Miss Tamora. She clearly regrets not standing up for her sister all those years ago. So perhaps she's trying to make up for that by lying to protect her.
Excuse me? I did nothing of the sort.
Miss Frigga, you testify that your father disinherited Beatrice 5 years ago. However, I have testimony from another witness who spoke with the victim of the night of the murder. After Beatrice's meeting with William Frigga, he openly declared that he would be removing her from his will. He even entered his study to draft a new will to reflect that decision. So that raises the following question. Why would the victim need to declare that he was disinheriting the defendant? It doesn't make sense if he had already disinherited her 5 years ago.
Is that so? Well, who did you hear this from? It's clear that they had no understanding of my father's estate.
They had no understanding? Miriam, this testimony came directly from your sister, Leafy Frigga.
What?
And she should have also been present during this alleged meeting 5 years ago.
Well, she must be mistaken then.
Oh.
Your Honor, how can we trust a second-hand testimony from a witness who isn't here? Wouldn't it make more sense to have Leafy give her testimony directly?
I must agree with you, Miss Tamora. Leafy Frigga should be allowed to clear up this misunderstanding.
She looks way too confident. What is she planning? You're not sure if it was intentional, but Miriam's testimony was false. Could she be lying to protect Beatrice? And if so, is Miss Tamora expecting Leafy to do the same?
Bailiff, please escort Leafy Frigga to the stand.
Miss Frigga, when we spoke earlier, you mentioned that your father decided to disinherit Beatrice. And he decided this after the meeting on the night of the murder. Is that correct?
Yes, I did say that.
You see, Leafy, Cuthbert doubts the testimony given by your younger sister. He seems to think that she's committed perjury.
What?
I wouldn't go as far as say...
Witness, lying under oath is a serious crime. It would have harsh consequences, even for someone of your sister's status.
No, you couldn't have.
Wonderful. Are you saying that you can corroborate your sister's testimony?
Miss Tamora, you can't just intimidate the witness.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Cuthbert. I'm just telling the witness that what may or may not happen depending on what she does next. The choice is ultimately hers. So, Leafy, assuming Miriam wasn't lying under oath, could you please testify to the court to confirm what your sister said?
Yes, of course.
I wonder why she's hated.
She plays dirty.
You see, Miriam was quite young when my father called us into his study 5 years ago. She didn't understand what he was really doing. My father would often lie to us. It was one of the many ways that he kept us in line. The encounter that Miriam described was just another one of his lies. Despite their disagreements, my father would never disinherit Beatrice without a good reason. He always held on to the possibility that she would become desperate enough to return home. The truth is that none of us knew what my father was planning for House Frigga's future.
See, Cuthbert, the truth is more complicated. No one could have known what happened, what William Frigga was planning to do for his estate.
Leafy is definitely trying to cover for Miriam, and Miss Tamora is playing her like a fiddle. Luckily for you, she's not the only person that gave her statement to you.
This one, isn't it?
Yeah, this seems...
Oh no, this one, the last one.
The last one.
because wasn't it like the whole
he made a pretty
marriage?
big plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it this one? Here we go.
Yeah, the engagement.
Yeah.
Objection!
Objection.
Miss Frigga, did you really have no idea about House Frigga's future?
No, I didn't. My father made sure of that. As I told you, he kept many secrets and wasn't above lying to manipulate us.
But with Beatrice gone, you would have been the one to inherit your father's estate. Would you really be ignorant of your father's plans for House Frigga? Unfortunately for you, I don't think you'd be that careless. In fact, I have it on good authority that you knew exactly how William's inheritance would have been divided for that night.
What?
Leafy, according to Lloyd Von Sanctus, you were arranged into a diplomatic marriage with his son. You expressed resistance to this arrangement. Am I correct?
I have no reason to comment on that matter.
Cuthbert, the witness's personal matters are hardly any of our business.
Yes, I must ask that you keep this discussion relevant to the case.
Your Honor, Leafy's resistance to this marriage is exactly how I know that her testimony is false. She was extremely averse to this marriage, and because of that, she made sure to know every detail about how it would affect her and her house. And that includes how House Frigga would be inherited by her future husband. So that raises the question, Leafy. If you already knew the intricate details of this marriage, why would your father tell you that he was disinheriting your sister? That statement would only make sense if Beatrice was already in his will beforehand. That would render Miriam's testimony false and constitute a motive for the defendant.
Objection!
You present a decent argument, Cuthbert, but your claims rely on one assumption.
And what assumption would that be, Miss Tamura? Even if he was lying, the victim declared that he was revoking Beatrice's inheritance. She must have already been named in the will previously. Otherwise, there would have been no need for him to say that. It wouldn't make any sense otherwise.
And that's where your assumption is. You're assuming that William Frigga was acting logically.
What are you talking about?
It's clear that William Frigga was extremely controlling of his daughters. By your own admission, Leafy Frigga was resistant to the marriage arranged by her father. In addition to that, Miriam Frigga also found herself wrapped in controversy regarding the Nightgrave trial a few months ago. And finally, to make matters worse, Beatrice Frigga, the prodigal child, finally returned and made a public appearance during the Lord's Ball.
What are you trying to insinuate?
In his eyes, William Frigga's ability to keep his daughters in line was clearly weakening. He must have gotten desperate and made a grand declaration in a feeble attempt to scare you, Leafy. Even if that declaration was clearly inconsistent.
But he wouldn't.
Your ability to remember must be muddled by the shock of your father's death. His statement couldn't have possibly been true. If by some chance it were true, that would make you guilty of perjury. Or perhaps it was Miriam that was lying in her testimony. If your father's statement were true, the court might be inclined to investigate her for lying on the stand.
Miss Tamura, are you threatening her?
As I said before, I am merely stating the facts. The witness is free to act as she sees fit. I'm just asking her to consider the potential consequences of what she says next.
Damn it. She's pressuring Leafy to side with her. She's clearly conflicted, though. Is there anything you can do? You feel a sense of clarity when you look at her. Is the Eye of Horus reacting to her stress? You wonder. Oh.
I'm sorry. I need time to think. Please don't stare at me like that, Mr. Cuthbert.
Wait a minute. No, wait!
It's too late.
Naught can remain concealed.
Damn it, she's like, fuck!
God dang it.
I hate him when he does that.
Stop cheating!
Remove his eyes.
But I mean, like, Mr. Mora was literally like gaslight gatekeep girl bossing her way through this.
That's true. You want to play dirty? We can play that game. You did it. You activated the empowered eye. There has to be something in her mind that you can use. The state of her father's inheritance is the backbone of your case. Is there anything in her mind that can definitely prove what was on his will?
Project.
Your father is dead. Oh.
Oh. Okay. Father, I know we had our differences, but I did love you. I never wanted you to die.
She seems suddenly surprised and regretful about his death. From your encounter earlier, you know that Beatrice had an accomplice, but you doubt it was the truth.
Oh, that worked.
It worked? Probably, yeah.
As much as I hate to admit it, this trial is a perfect opportunity to back out of the arranged marriage. Von Sanctus's holdings are weakening by the day. I doubt he'll be able to put up much resistance. And once Beatrice inherits the estate, we might be able to rebuild our family.
She's assuming that Beatrice will inherit House Frege. That confidence must mean that she's certain of what was in William's will. But how do you prove that?
William's will?
I can emotionally manipulate all I want, but mind reading is where I draw the line. Maybe present her sister?
Yeah.
Beatrice, after all these years, you finally returned. I can't believe that this is how things have ended up. If only I was as strong as you, I'd be able to endure this.
You didn't get any leads from that. Oh, I know exactly what we should present.
Her own test. Oh, nice.
What? Why am I thinking about this?
Come on, think about it.
Think about it more.
Fine. Alright, we haven't presented this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, never mind. It's.
What about her own testimony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to make sure that I tell the truth without harming Miriam or Beatrice.
Oh.
Beatrice couldn't have possibly done this, and I'm sure Miriam also has her reasons. They couldn't rely on me back then, but they can now.
They couldn't rely on me back then. What's that about?
It's back then. The murder weapon.
Oh.
You can think about Jan. Here's Jan.
Yeah, think about Jan.
Use.
What is it? The magnifying glasses?
Yeah, what are they?
Oh,
Jan?
Method of entry.
Rats in the vent. Let's make her think about the rats in the vent.
Why am I thinking about this? Why am I thinking about rats?
Wait, what about Aster? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
She was engaged.
Let's move on to the people.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
He's not here.
He's not
there? God. But his brother is there. Okay.
He is his brother. He used his brother to get in the chimney.
Maybe Miriam.
Oh.
Is this? I don't know if this is relevant.
Ruby Tamara. Like, okay,
Oh,
never mind.
But
what? That was relevant. What did she say?
What was that?
I wonder if she'll be at the will reading tomorrow.
Will reading tomorrow.
How's that?
Interesting.
Oh,
How is that more relevant than everything else?
Remy.
Oh wait, it means that she. Because they said that
There's a will
they
reading
said like, he doubted that they were able to like submit it and stuff. So
Yeah.
he doesn't think it'll be able to reflect, but I guess it will.
Wait, what about the Von Sanctus's profile? Or
Yeah.
Miriam's profile?
Oh,
Oh,
it's
no.
still the same. It's the same one. How about Harold Harrelson?
Miriam's.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Harold Harrelson, yes.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay. Lockdown
What about
system.
Miriam's profile?
Yeah, okay, that works.
Why would Miriam say those things? Am I misremembering what happened? No, I would have remembered something like that. She must be trying to protect Beatrice.
So Miriam's testimony was a conscious lie. Beatrice's inheritance wasn't revoked until the night of the murder.
Yay!
Oh.
I believe you had enough time for deliberation, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you ready to prove the defendant's motive or not?
I'm not, Your Honor. At least, not yet! It's clear we won't get anywhere until we can confirm the state of William Frege as well. And we can easily confirm that tomorrow morning, when William Friega's will is read to his family.
How did you?
Damn.
She's like, God damn it!
I
This
see.
bitch!
Once his will is read, it will become a public record. I suppose they have no choice but to suspend this trial until such a time that William Friega's will is read.
Objection!
God damn trying to get a verdict before then. This is ludicrous! The case against my client is completely outrageous. We spent an entire court proceedings arguing if your motive even exists. The prosecution has very little evidence that physically implicates my client.
Miss Tamora, you clearly don't believe that the defendant had anything to do with the murder.
Of course I don't. She is completely innocent.
Well, if your client didn't murder the victim, who did?
Ooh, you sneaky little...
Your Honor, with no other suspects, are you in a position to pass a verdict?
No, I am not. Mr. CUTHBERT is correct. The court does not have enough information to pass a verdict. Until the Inquisition has time to investigate this new developments, I will be suspending today's trial. We will resume the trial tomorrow afternoon. Court is adjourned.
Now she's like, now she knows what it's really like to be a defendant there.
Yeah.
Well, that happened.
Sorry, I kind of acted without thinking.
But out of everything that happened today, I can't believe that Steelwind somehow knew that you would actually do that.
Right, that is strange. Did she seriously predict what I'd do off of that one conversation? Considering how things turned out, you suppose she was running the mark. But that was still a big leap of faith. Anyways, we have some time to ourselves. I'd very much like to catch up on some sleep.
Yeah, today's been exhausting for a lot of reasons.
And your work has only started. You still have no idea who Beatrice's accomplice was. The will reading was just an opportunity to stall for time. But the question remains, who really murdered William Friega? What? That's it?
Interesting. What the hell was that? Why is your son filling in for Arya?
Listen, I have the situation under control.
If that's true, I'd hate to see a situation you consider out of control.
Eris.
My father is not pleased with today's developments. You promised that the verdict would be passed before William Friega's will became public record. This has thrown quite the wrench in our plans.
I understand. Cuthbert is just confused, but he's not a real threat to us.
We'd better hope you're right, Tamora. Or else your poor ward might suffer the same fate as Prosecutor Steelwind. What? House Friega is too important of a prize for us to let go. Bring us results, Tamora, or else we'll continue to take more drastic measures.
Oh
my god!
Evil Mia.
Oh my god!
She's siding with the enemy!
God.
Oh, it's probably... I say...
Well, that's it for now, guys. We did it.
Jesus Christ, this is so interesting.
So much saving.
It's a conspiracy.
Oh
Dun,
my
dun,
god,
dun.
it's the fucking eye taker.
But yeah,
Freaking
no, that's all for now,
man.
viewers. Save 8. It's all the eye catchers.
Wow, this got really interesting all of a sudden.
took my fucking eyes.
Oh man. Well, that's fun. I hope we get to interrogate the wolf.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
The wolf
Okay.
is culprit.
Well,
All right, peace out, Girl Scouts.
Peace out, Girl Scouts. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Boys. This game is...